In my 30 years of running a D&D game, I don't think I've ever had bandits successfully rob anybody before. I was very excited. I dragged all of your items onto that bandit, and I left that bandit on the map, hidden, ready for action. At a moment's notice, I went and I made a bandit hideout in the desert in case you guys tried to get the loot back. But I didn't move the bandit from the airship map to there because I didn't know if you were actually going to seek out the bandits and get the thing. So last week, during prep, I was like, well, they're heading back to the airship today. Time to reset the airship map. And I deleted the bandit that had all your stolen loot.
Well, I've just
so imagine my surprise during the session when you guys were like, not only did we go talk to the dragon, but we're going to convince the dragon to show us where the bandits are and help us get our loot back. And I was like, that's awesome. Then this morning, I went to get your loot off of the bandit that was still on the airship map, and then remembered that last Sunday, I deleted him. I have asked Bellinora what are the top items that they can recall being stolen. Waffle iron made the list if we were playing Family Feud. That was the right answer. 6 Potions of Emergency Escape, Lyserian's Formula Book, Infiltrator Elixir, a Flintlock, a Bottled Lightning Lesser, and a Dagger. Does anybody remember anything else that they have been missing from their lives that was stolen? The bandits do have loot, and it would make sense that they would have traded the loot with other, denizens in the area. So, if it's not a complete list, it's not a complete list. But if there's anything that you can think of that was in the party loot that got stolen, let me know.
I put the generic valuables that people dropped, like the valuable items that are just money.
Yeah. So that'll be represented by the bandits' stash of treasure if you guys decide to just murder hobo them and kill them or whatever. So
sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
In reflection, I was recalling that these particular bandits are resistant to all damage, and they have those pustules that explode. This is gonna be a real bad time if we.
It's gonna be a terrible time. Would you have to
what
go?
If we just I mean, it sounds like he's done all this work, but what if we don't see them ever again?
I mean, that's okay too, guys. I could always have a bandit map for another game. This one game I'm playing someday actually has quite a few bandits in it, so an extra bandit fort would be the end of the world.
But it's the principle of the matter.
Yeah, we're not gonna waste prep.
A few moments ago, I was thinking, it'd be really nice to fight some enemies that don't have resistances, and then I was like, all color drained from my face.
It's like, well, that's not this game.
Well, you guys can figure that out during the recap and the answering of this ethical dilemma. All right, ethical dilemma, which is one step below a moral quandary. Ethical dilemma. Your friend has excitedly shared that she has a new love. Unfortunately, the guy's the narcissistic player who only stays with a woman as long as he is getting what he wants from the relationship. Do you try to convince her to drop him or let her learn a lesson independently? Wow, what an obscure question that has nothing to do with anything or anyone in our current campaign, but you could try your best to put your character in those shoes and then answer that question. While you ruminate on that, would anybody for a 3rd hero point and a 3rd hero card draw like to... Oh yeah, roll a d20 in the chat. There we go. Got a 12 for Bella. Going once. Going twice. Alright, Bellinora, what happened last week?
And reflecting on that question, it's not always good to be seen. What are you gonna do? Anyways, the session began in the midst of our mission to cleanse the undead from the Cradle of Courts and return it to Bry's influence. We found some choice loot, including my new yellow alchemy coat. I love it. It has pockets. And though I'm going to have to do something about the yellow silk curse, or I'm going to have further problems with this. But we continue to search the complex. We headed into a southern wing that we came to discover was infested with a bug called sportal boars, which had left the corpse there riddled with holes, and it was revealed that it hides as food and then eats people from the inside out. we quickly left that space, trying to not get infested, and then headed north, where we encountered some ghoulish creatures that were like Japanese anime ghouls that were walking on, bent over backwards. They were pretty cool. We dealt with them pretty quickly and investigated that area. At that point, I think I'm sorry, I skipped one thing. In between this, we went and talked to the dragon, and we convinced him to fight bandits with us, using our Wild Surge ability. And then, we could, basically after the ghouls were cleared, we had cleansed the cradle, but then we wanted to 5-star it, so we walked around. We found the bat people who were going through some weird time alteration issues where some of them were getting Benjamin buttoned. And then, we finished the 5-starring of the complex and then headed back to the main chamber. Vashon at this point was pretty much spiraling out of control, and we were trying to decide if we were going to kill him. But fortunately, Asuvu, who was at this point returning the temple to Bri, was suddenly contacted by the presence of Bri themselves and became sort of an aspect in their own right, and then gave us the option to either receive a boon of Bri's blessing or return to life. The party was a little split in that decision. Vulture, we're still waiting to see what he decided. But Vashon and I have returned to life. I think Stack the Deck returned to life as well. And now we are kind of we finished the session with getting a ride on Castlewana's Sphinx gravitational field, which is terrifying, and we might go fuck up some bandits now. We'll stop. I got disconnected, didn't I?
I hear you. You heard. You didn't get disconnected. That would be the worst thing, to give an amazing recap and then not have anyone hear it.
With what's happening with Sea of Thieves lately, I wouldn't be surprised.
Basil is just the interest to play is low, because why play if you're getting disconnected every 20 minutes? All right, so check out this new ghost Ketrin. Look at this. You can see the candles through her body.
Ooh,
wow. Spooky. Anyways, okay. So let's see. Anybody want to answer the factspiration question? The moral dilemma. If you are interested, roll a d20 into the chat. Okay, 13. All right, going once, going twice. Okay, take it away.
Well, I don't know if in that case it was entirely applicable, because the question says, the one thing it says friend, and it also says new love. But then he did tell Bella to put Vashon down. Not as a lover, but as a ghoul.
Okay. So do you feel like proof of concept, you've already done that? Like, you've already answered the question?
I think that she would try to convince them to drop him or her.
Alright, fair enough. You may ask the same question of any willing PC at no compensation, or any NPC you've met previously in the game.
Compensation? Well, I like free labor, so let's ask Betanova, would you be willing to do some work for exposure?
Jeez. Ouch. Blow up this spot. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to take this one, but I got to think for a second, because I'm applying this to a Suvu, and I have to decide how unwise Bella is. Or if she can't see the irony of her own situation, which I think she came to only at the tail end of that. And hopefully we won't see any tragic backsliding into problematic behavior, which is likely to come. But yeah, I think that going right up till the Cradle of Court, I think Bella would have encouraged Usuvu to work through it. Like, it's okay, maybe you could change him. It's fine.
I could fix him.
Yeah.
I feel like that's Larry's actual mantra, though. Like,
yeah. Okay, I've gotten better.
Okay.
I've grown.
One of us needs to. One of us needs to. All right, keep going.
No, that's it. I think that that like after the Cradle of Courts, now she has a little bit more of a sense of
now
self-respect.
you wouldn't want anyone to go through what you've gone through.
Yeah,
So you wouldn't stand by. You would try to convince them.
Yeah,
even if it costs the friendship. Even if it costs the friendship.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Dragon has shown up. I have a mod that got an update and then it like reset its settings. So now whenever I drag anything onto the board, even a named NPC, it renames it like an adjective, maybe its size, what species it is, and a color. It's like here's a purple fat dragon. It's like thanks, helpful. So, all right, dragon shows up, Sphinx shows up. Question. Kosawana, he's more of a thinker, not a fighter. Also, he has your ride back to the airship. He would like to sit the pillaging of a bandit fortress out, if that's at all possible. He'll keep your ride handy. You know, getaway car. Anybody opposed to that? Or?
I'm fine with that. I don't want him to die after going all this way.
Okay.
Tell him to keep it running. We'll be right back.
Keep it running. All right.
So,
Stu says, I am also more of a thinker and not a fighter. I should stay with Kosawana in case he gets hungry for grilled cheese.
Do you have more grilled cheese now?
Well,
I'm alive again. I'm gonna need more grilled cheeses to get back.
yes, I will need to rest during this upcoming battle to restore my cheese supplies.
I find that line of logic confusing, but okay.
Yes, I will need to harvest cactus meat to convert it to cheese.
yeah.
I've never been certain where
Cactus
cheese
milk.
comes from.
You guys, y'all, I got something to share, which is that I don't really have something to share is the problem.
What do you mean?
You remember how we stocked up on water before we went there and we like filled my bag with water?
Yes.
And then we became undead and didn't need water anymore, and then we found the airship parts and I emptied the water out for the airship, and then the miracle happens and y'all become living again and the water's still gone. We don't
There was a stream at the Cradle of Courts that we talked about that we said, hey, I'm alive and I'm gonna need water now.
Well, it was nearish, right? It was nearish.
Yeah.
It had the alien guy by him, right? That's the and there was an oasis too.
There was
Well, you said
there was
in the cradle.
yeah, there was the room with the bat
spring.
kit.
There's a
Kids.
spring inside. Yeah, so you guys could go fill up the water before you leave from the spring.
Okay,
Yep.
I still got like 9 bulk left of this pouch of water, so I can refill it.
Beautiful. All right.
And I fill my sleeves with water.
The water.
Is it alchemical?
Is water alchemical? I would say water is alchemical. I don't think it officially has an item, which is the thing, so it falls under the GM's caveat. So yeah, I'd say water is an alchemical item. You hear that, science teachers? I did it. I did it. I use science in my everyday
You
life.
have to use like alchemical notation. You have to call it aqua.
Aqua, yeah. H2O.
H2O.
Please make sure you write H2O on your character sheet so that we don't break any rules. All right. Before we go any further, though, the scene that I want to see, because I can't remember what happened last week. I don't know if anyone else. It didn't sound like Bellinora even remembered what happened, but viewers have written in. They were they felt something when they saw the scene with Vulture, and to me, it hit so hard that I can't even remember the details of it. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna replay that scene because for me, I'm sure the rest of you remember what happened, but for me, I don't actually know 100% what happened there.
That makes 2 of us.
Vulture's choice.
All right. So let's see. Back in the Cradle of Courts, where everybody wants to be. All right. From now on, anytime people hear Ancient Dungeon, Ancient Tomb by Bardify, they're going to be like, no thanks. Alright,
So as these blessings are being granted by a manifestation of Bry for essentially being her cat's paws in this cleansing of a holy site and bringing retribution to an foul entity who screwed up her local organized religious sect. She has granted you a divine boon. I feel empowered that this is something that Bry would do, because in like the first 3 minutes of an adventure I'm prepping, God grants somebody a blessing for putting out a fire. So I feel like the Galarian gods are a lot more hands-on than gods in other campaign settings. Vulture, you are faced with a mighty choice. You are allowed to be returned to the being you were before, but that is a very open-ended question, one that Bry, in her infinite godliness, is well aware of. You are now faced with a moment of truth wherein you must look deep inside the spirit that is Vulture and remember who you are. Like a ghostly lion appears and says that you must remember who you are. Well, maybe it's not a lion. Maybe it's just somebody from your past, but I don't know.
I think the thing that kind of triggers it was, I think it was, I can't remember which room it was. It was one of the chambers. Vulture had a quick flashback to a conversation with another human individual. And that triggers something in him. Hold on a second. That triggers something of wanting to know more about it. So he asks, I have had this nagging feeling in the back of my mind that I should know more, that I was someone else. Is it possible to return me back to my previous state?
Yeah, you feel the presence of this divine manifestation send comforting vibes to you. And the voice says, when separated from physical form, all that remains is mind and spirit. In this more pure state, perhaps it is easier to know oneself in the truest sense. I will return you as you were in your truest life. But know this: I cannot protect you from the thing that haunted you then. And with that, you feel the presence is gone, and Vulture, your ghost explodes into so many wisps. They roll into combat, and we have the worst day ever. No, so many wisps of light, and as they rain back down upon the ground, as they splash and explode into particles of light, they form a naked anime man.
Like the scene in
Flash.
Terminator 2.
Yeah, it's like a little Beauty and the Beast, a little Terminator 2. You know what I'm saying? Sid, who is having her own magical girl transformation back into human form, looks up at you and sees you, and in those fleeting moments where you guys remember what it was to be separated from flesh, to be pure spirit, she whispers,
vulture?
What she would see. Oh wait, he's naked. Well, okay.
Don't worry, anime guys always have a way of finding their cool clothes very quickly.
There's some bright. Well, actually, I do have something a little bit for, I guess, for that.
You just have naked art in your back pocket? Dang, dude. Like,
I thought
all
of
right, go
everything.
for it.
What she would see is even though this is kind of more of a grayscale image, would be a tan-skinned man, slim build, almond-colored eyes, and blackish hair with some white streaks in it. Human. And when he looks at her and kind of acknowledges what she's saying, the response isn't in common. And then he kind of shakes his head for a few moments. Vulture, right. Sid, that you?
She nods and she says, I ain't much for religion, but it feels good to be inside myself again.
I think I have that same feeling right now. This does feel very odd. And he kind of just looks at his hands, which are now fleshy. Oh. Interesting.
So you made a wish to Brian to be a real boy?
I asked to be put back to what I was before an automaton.
So you really were a man before you were a machine. That explains all the meaty parts inside the robot.
It's a bit more complex than that, but yeah, that's pretty much the
Wait,
gist.
do you have your memories back of the ancient empire and all of their secrets and their downfall? This is incredible.
Well, I wasn't exactly privy to everything. There was a hierarchy, but ancient. I don't even know if it's still around. Oh. And then he looks down and he sees his cock.
Vashon says, hey, don't you two worry. I was looting behind the scenes. I found all this rad steampunk clothes. Here, he's got this leather jacket, got some like little trim on it, and here you go, little midriff leather jacket. Unless you two want to switch, I don't mind a man showing off his belly button. And then we got some goggles. I took the best ones for myself. There you go. You don't want to scandalize Mother Ketchum.
Fair enough. Just to ask, is some of the gear, were there some Bry attire?
Oh yeah, these were zealots. So your options are civilian steampunk with Eldritch horror designs, or civilian steampunk with sexy robot babes and gears and cogs and stuff embellished on them.
Okay, he'll choose the latter.
All right.
And when he kind of looks at it, I was not one for religion, but my mom believed in Bry back in the day, so I guess this is appropriate now.
All right. Rest of the party, any reacts? Any live reacts?
It's new art.
Vashon says, there's no person on Earth that can't look better with a pair of goggles on their head. Just saying. Even if you never use them.
Oh, one little detail I forgot. There seems to be like two small implants on the side of his head, and when he touches it, a little bit of a light kind of glows in front of his eyes, and
Ooh.
that's what forms the little tattoo goggle things in front of him.
Well, shit,
So it
Vulture, life looks good on you.
also explains why I have low light vision now. Uh,
I mean,
given
IRL, some humans just have low light vision.
Yeah, it's one of the ancestry feats that I
Nice,
picked up.
nice. Okay.
Well, it's a bit weird feeling back in my actual body, but not unwelcome.
Posawana looks and says, truly, this is a miracle.
So
To
what
think
were we?
it is possible to put the soul of a man inside a machine. It makes me think about my cleaning robot. I
Uh,
To be
attempted
nicer to him.
Well, it is not a him, it is a machine. But I did attempt such a procedure, placing a soul inside a robot. But it did not work. The creature was very chatty and a bit too clingy.
You were very obviously
Oh,
successful, and you were very mean to him, and I'm sure the Alkenstar government would take none too kindly to that kind of experimentation.
Usuvu gasps and says, Kotsawana, that is not only illegal in the city of Alkenstar, but it goes against the teachings of Bry. And then he makes a
not.
scoffing laugh at her and says, you are a fool. This is part of why I left the church. They keep secrets and lies from us. They bow down and kiss the buttocks of the government. And he blushes a little at his foul language. And Suvu blushes at his foul language and looks away as well. And he says, some of what I discovered could have been lies from the evil Skelm, but I believe I found a lot of truth. Truth that you might want to ask your superior cogs about when we return to the city.
He's not entirely wrong. The place I came from, the Jiskin Imperium. Yeah, we did eventually start putting souls into robotic bodies in order to preserve ourselves. But there were some who still believed in the gods. Bry was one of them.
A pretty wild way to attain immortality. Many people resort to becoming undead or liches.
Well, from what I'm remembering, we came up across another empire that had their own way with the necromantic arts, so we had to find a way to extend ourselves. Didn't exactly go out well. That's a story for another day.
Yeah, all that's left. What about the other place? Are they still around? Is that Gib? Or is it just a different one that we happen to live next to?
Is there more than one undead nation in this world?
It was
yes.
It was not Geb. I can tell you that much.
There are many nations throughout the world that believe in the power of necromancy and its many benefits. Within the nation of Osirian, necromancy holds great sway. Servants of Pharasma fight constantly against it, but it is an eternal crusade. It is hard to turn away from the temptations of such easy power.
I don't know. It's easy.
He looks at you, Stack, with this knowing look, and he says, well, magic is easy for some.
I wouldn't even call it easy though. I mean, you just gotta be, a little intuitive.
He
Anyone can do
nods.
it.
Yeah, he nods. Exactly. Anyone can do it. The people who can't are simply not applying themselves.
Do we
Bella
have to
hops
take
and
this
says,
guy back to civilization?
Seriously.
Like, can't we find a nice little dune to put him under?
Bella nods at you eagerly, kind of, but then shakes her head like, "No, we
Asubu
have a mission."
is still struggling. She says, You put a soul inside a robot?
Bella puts a
Did
hand
you-
on her shoulder.
Did you know who the soul was? Kosamana said, No. I simply went for any soul that was available. It was a modification of a necromantic ritual. And she looks physically sick, and it's like she's looking upon her hero and seeing a villain.
Wow, you did that's like reverse lichdom. Instead of like putting your own soul out of your body, put a new soul in. That is some clever, devious magic.
Yeah, even we have
Denying whoever that is an afterlife in order to further your research. That is determined. Well done, Kosoana.
It was not denying, it was delaying. I have no intention of keeping the robot alive. When I return to the city, it is on my to-do list.
Uh-huh.
at least we have a
Dismantling
process of how to do this.
the maintenance robot.
You will do no such thing.
But it is established that the soul needs to be returned to the River of Souls.
And if you were to
I
have
don't know.
perished here, would that happen?
The creature was very stupid and clumsy. I am sure eventually it would have gotten itself destroyed.
I think killing someone twice is a little, uncouth.
Well, I did not kill them the first time, and it would not be killing. It would simply be powering them down.
But they have a soul in it, correct?
Yes, a soul that needs to be returned to the river.
We will let
Hmm.
them decide that.
That is a strange thing. Their life is not their own. It was granted to them a second time through science.
Yes, we granted you your life a second time rather than leaving you in this godforsaken cradle.
It is not the same thing, but I understand. And I will be quiet now. Because I think that perhaps I am making you upset.
I mean,
Narrows eyes.
I think that you're not doing yourself enough credit saying it's merely a temporary thing. I mean, if someone were to raise a skeleton or something denying that person their afterlife, like, that skeleton would also be hugely inept and like perish inevitably, right? I don't know.
Well, there are cases of many awakened undead who have fled from the nation of Geb to seek citizenship within Alkenstar, which they are granted. Those skeletons, zombies, vampires, dampiers, they do well within the city. Though they are facing many hardships, such as racism and classism.
It's mainly trying to twist a knife.
I
Voodoo.
see. Perhaps if we were to educate and protect the cleaning robot, it would not be so stupid. All right, he pulls out his notebook, and Stack, you see him cross out deactivate cleaning robot, and then he writes underneath it educate cleaning robot.
That could be fun. See if a robot can learn magic.
Oh! He looks at you excited and he says, "You have very good ideas inside that head. Are you looking for a position as apprentice or assistant?"
Careful, Stack. He'll steal your ideas.
No. I'm already a student. Can't have too many mentors.
You are right. So, are you still going to pursue the fool's errand of trying to get back your material belongings from these raiders alongside a treacherous dragon, or are we just going back to the ship?
The dragon is, I think, very forthcoming with helping us. Treachery is the last thing on its mind.
We just gotta give him some rocks at the end.
The problem with the dragon is that I think that its mind is also the last thing on its mind.
That's fair.
It is hard to team up with crazies.
Yep.
And mean, y'all were pretty. No, wait, what the Zorn? Y'all didn't like the idea of that Zorn, and I thought he was pretty cool, but
The Soren hadn't stolen anything from us,
no.
but
But the dragon's fine, but the Zorn ain't. What? Listen, I'm not gonna bring it up again. I promise. I don't promise. But how about we have a poll? A raising
ooh,
of hands.
Okay. And I want it to be full disclosure. I'm okay with you guys not going and doing this optional side content. Let's see. Poll is not a valid chat message command. How dare you? Hold on. Let me go to my settings. A game without polls, that's the worst. All right. Orian's easy polls. Open polls. Oh, they took away polls hockey. Oh, because party sheet has P. All right. What's another hockey we could use for polls? L? There's an L in the word polls. All right. L. There we go. All right. So Bandit, Fort, Rampage. Yes. Get back our stuff. No, comma. I want to go home. And then we'll add a third option. Yes, and betray dragon afterwards.
Ooh.
I think we
All
still
right.
had things to modifier at one point.
Okay.
It is dawning on me that the collective supplies that I have are probably only worth like 15 gold. And the most
Okay.
expensive thing that we had was the bag of holding, which I do think was worth like 700.
Yeah, I think we
Let's
had,
see.
from what I remember, there was at least 500 worth of junk items.
500 gold.
Yeah,
Looks like y'all want your stuff back.
I just want to hang out with the dragon personally.
Okay.
All right.
I was on the fence. I just rolled for it.
4-1 wants to go rampage. All right. We'll get it going. Let's see. Back to the player dashboard.
Are we gonna have a day in between this? I should have asked that.
Do you want a day in between it?
I only made ghost charges for today, basically.
Okay. Then I mean, if everybody else is okay with it, you guys can hang out at the cradle, and the dragon's just going to be keeping an eye out for you.
So who will be my cat son for today?
You're what?
Well, y'all
Oh
are gonna
yeah, as a
have to
paladin.
eat for that night, but you know.
Oh,
Also,
need
are
to
you
eat that.
traveling during the day or are you traveling at night? That's another important question.
We're gonna have to travel at night for Zenny, right?
Well, I have a makeshift cowl. I don't know how much that would help.
Maybe if we spend the day here, or like until the long rest, we could craft something for you.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, it's
Cool.
6 a.m. Why don't you rest until 6 p.m. and then you could head out at night?
Sounds good to me.
That work for everybody? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, give or take 12 hours passes, and you guys can do daily preparations if you need to. Right. So, while you're doing daily preparations, you're like, man, where's that milestone? It ain't here. I'll tell you that. As you guys would be heading over, you could get, it'd be hard to scout because these dudes can fly, right? So it's going to be pretty difficult to scout out the area. You know the general location of it thanks to the dragon. You could be dropped off on foot and then approach that away. I don't know if you guys have the means to get like airdropped like into the fort. I also don't know what your approach is going to be, because they do live in the ruins of an ancient castle or fortress, sandstone castle, that is on a hill nestled in a canyon. So it's pretty defensible. And approaching on foot would mean climbing up a 30-foot like steep hill. There is like a ramp that leads up to it as well. But then they would have the high ground, literally from being able to fly, but also because their base of operations would be 30 feet up. The crumbling walls are still about 20 feet high on average and about 5 feet thick. They don't completely encircle the camp, but they do provide a perimeter. Within the walls of the ancient fort, they have a little tent city that they have built for themselves.
I'll respect the vote.
And the dragon, the dragon does sniffing the air let you know that there is at least one giant present as well, an ancient enemy of dragons.
Does that make you want to help us more or less?
I mean, the dragon's down. Like, you guys have roused the dragon's interest. The dragon might go and try to kill them all by itself if you don't go with it.
Okay. And this dragon, does it seem like it would like eat us after? Oh no, it thinks that we're gonna like lead people to its lair, right? When we get
Yeah. I mean, you guys have established that you're gonna honeypot well-equipped adventurers to come out and die to this dragon.
Or even just archaeologists that think that they're going to a safe location.
Yeah, but I mean, every archaeologist looks in the mirror and sees Indiana Jones. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. They all think they're adventurers. And they are by modern standards, right? And then the dragon, the main thing is it thinks that it's getting all stones, rocks, and gems from this encounter. That is what its terms were, is that it would help you fight these bandits, but it would get all rocks and gems.
That's what the terms were.
Question: having fought this enemy before, can I roll a recall knowledge to know if I think that bleed damage would bypass their damage resistance?
Yeah, sure. All right. I believe in this system. You correct me if I'm wrong. Bleeding is slashing damage.
So right now I'm looking at Junk Bomb, which does 2d8 slashing damage and then does a persistent 2 bleed damage.
Okay.
There's a... go to...
Bleed is physical damage with no further type. So if they had physical damage resistance, then yes. But that's the only tag that it has is physical damage.
If I recall, they like had to choose what they were resistant to.
Right. They can only be resistant to one thing at a time.
Right.
So they would probably... I mean, maybe they'd say bleeding, but then they wouldn't be resistant to anything else.
Right. I don't believe they can choose physical as a type of damage. So they would not be immune to bleed damage.
Oh, like they'd have to choose slashing, bleed, blood.
Right. Yep.
So the answer's probably...
Well, hold on. The Marauder's Protective Runic Treasure is willing the resistance 5 to 1 damage type dealt by the triggering attack. Ooh, so bleeding, if they chose, might give them resistance to all physical, because that's the only type that bleed has, is physical.
I'm just trying to choose bombs that have...
I mean, I feel like one of them might... If one of them was a Pathfinder kid, he would be like, we should just cut ourselves at the start of the fight to get a resistance to all physical damage for the whole fight. I'm going to say my ruling is that I would prefer... This is a strong ability, so I would say it needs to be a more specific type of damage.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that bleed will not be covered.
Okay.
Yeah. Because even here it says that if the triggering effect deals multiple damage types, the Marauder chooses which type to resist. So
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna say that bleed would go around it for sure.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to choose good debuffs because I can't count on the damage.
All right. So I guess the question is there anybody that's like, I have a way to get airdropped in? I want to get airdropped in. If there isn't, we move on the flowchart to, do you full frontal assault? Do you try to sneak in? And then there's also, do you call them out and try to diplomatically non-violence get back your things? Though that's definitely not what the dragon has signed up for.
I don't think that you knock on bandits' doors and go, "Hey guys, I'd really like my stuff back."
All right, fair enough. With no airdropping options, I think the only person that could survive an airdrop is Ketrin, right? Because you have a flight speed, but a height restriction of like 6 inches. So I guess if you were dropped off of the Sphinx, you would just slowly kind of go down to the ground. The Ghost Union in Galarian needs some real work. Fight for your rights. Don't be knocked prone. You don't have a physical body. That's crazy. Yeah. I'm still upset about that. Like, it's been almost a year. I'm still upset about that. Okay. So if Ketrin's the only one that can be airdropped, probably you guys are just going to travel together. Kosawana will drop you off with the Sphinx. Stu is going to stay with him, but Usubu does not want to stay with him. She doesn't think he's very cool at all anymore.
Good for her.
I mean, is a victory against having a crush on a narcissist, but the victory was only through your religious zealotry? Is that? I mean, I guess it's still a victory, right? That's like
It's small,
that's like
smaller,
yeah.
but it's there.
Yeah. All right. The rest of you, I will move you over to the map. So this is now exclusive high noon content. All right. Bandit Camp. This lovely Bandit Camp map is by Heroic Maps. You want to approach from the north, which will give you a great deal of cover, or do you want to approach from the south, which you will be a lot more open, or do you want to approach from the east, which will put you on the opposite side of the canyon? That would be probably the worst choice you could make. Or do you want to approach from the west, which would put you high up on the other side, the side of the canyon that the fort is on, and let you look down into their fortress?
Oh.
Imagine Vulture would like that.
But it's like way off, like we're
Oh no!
not-
I mean, you'd be like, you'd be
Right
right
on
there
top of
looking
them?
down at them. Yep.
that
They can
sounds
fly. We
But the
can't.
problem is, yeah, they can fly, you can't, and you would still be about 30 or 40 feet above the ground level of their base.
guys. I don't know how I'm gonna get down from there.
Me, you didn't pick up the combat climber feat.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh. Oh.
So, all right, where do you want to go? I mean, NPCs would vote North Passage or Western Cliffs.
Zenny, do you want a mutagen? Did you pick one out? I'm about to spend my last infusion point.
I do. Oh well.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right, anybody?
We
So
can
north
just-
north had cover. If we're gonna go for a stealth mission, that sounds like the best way. But
Okay.
I do like the high ground's good because we have a lot of ranged attacks.
Oh, do you want to split the party?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe Vulture will want to be at the top.
Yeah, Vulture, you want to go
Yeah.
off on your own with the dragon?
I'll
Just
with the dragon. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's be risky.
okay. If they swarm you and fly up there, there's like no way we can get to you.
All right, you and Sydney will go with the dragon on the 70-foot high cliff ascent. No pressure, nothing spooky, everything's fine. All right, and then the rest of you will be approaching through the north passage, kind of clinging to the shadow walls of the canyon and getting closer that way. Does that work
Amongst
for
you
everybody?
guys, last question. Does anyone have stealth aside from Vulture?
Oh, so you could follow the leader.
That's what I'm banking on.
Okay.
I'm not an expert in it, so you can't follow the expert on me.
Dak?
But I'm a bit sneaky.
I mean, I might want to go with Vulture, but I think I go with the rest of the group.
I'm not sure that Vulture's an expert either.
I'm an
He
expert.
is.
Yeah, you guys have actually successfully stealthed before. It was the Oasis by following the leader.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was so
Mhm.
proud. I rarely ever see a D&D group successfully stealth past an encounter.
Well, we could just like be dramatic and enter and just like everything.
And just walk in the front door and be like, "Hey, I
Slap our
want
dicks
my
on the
waffle
table.
iron."
You got a dragon, then what else?
I'll be up on the ridge looking down.
And then we just leave and let the dragon deal with it.
Well, I was thinking more like murder every last person in this place, but
Okay.
Okay. So,
It's an
Are we-
extreme view, but I can get on board with it.
Well, look, we're raiding a bandit hideout. Don't tell me you're feeling uncomfortable about killing them.
Did you participate in that fight, Zenny? Because I recall you were running around the ship, but I didn't see a lot of meaningful participation. They were tough.
No, I was more like, hiding and stuff because I hadn't been cold yet. But
All right, I support violence. Let's do this. Let's just get going.
Right,
Okay,
so I'm just
so-
gonna be sniping from up top. You guys
Alright.
figure out your
The
idea.
craftables are made. I'm ready.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and bring you guys over to this map. Let's get some stealth music.
Sandy remembers the safety of the B team badge. And bandit stole my B team badge.
Alright. Don't worry, this isn't a bomb or an apple. This is 0 feet. That's what that's random scrawl means. Alright, so Vulture, you can see yourself over here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So let's see. At a height of 70, you should be able to see everybody, but your low light vision is probably making it hard to see people that are near light sources, given the darkness that's going on here.
He immediately regrets turning human.
So down below, you do see a giant, him tall. Let's see. There he is. Smog giant. And he seems to be laughing and eating some food that they are cooking at the fire. You hear many voices around the fire. At least 3 or 4 distinct voices and the nervous laughter of a hyena.
Says the giant is non-threatening. Are we making the right choice here?
All right. So up here with you guys, I'm gonna ask everybody for exploration activities. And if you're
Guys,
doing one that involves a roll, go ahead and do the roll after you choose the activity.
Oh, looks like a lot of avoiding notice. All right. I guess the dragon will also try to avoid notice. Because it does not have a B team badge.
Oh, whoops. Wait. Did that roll? Oh, whoops.
Wow, the dragon's really good at stealthing. Holy shit.
Do I have an armor penalty?
You shouldn't because you're very strong, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm sure it won't matter. I will fail anyway.
Aw. With that attitude. Wow, Bella. Did you put like a squeaky dog toy in your shoes? Like, yeah, that's really bad. That's really bad. You may re-roll if you'd like.
I suppose. I do the recaps for this reason.
Yeah, okay.
But it's never going to be that great.
Okay, then you just maybe accept your fate. Save those points for later. Nope. All right.
If I'm the lone squeak in the dark.
Yeah. All right. So there is a circumstance bonus because, you know, they're confident. They're living their lives. They're settled in, tucking into a late dinner here. It's about 9 o'clock at night when you guys arrive because flying. Let's see. Those passive perceptions. Okay. So, with those rolls... Yeah. All right. Here's how we will have to play it, unfortunately. Is as you guys are going about your business, everything seems fine for now. All right. So you may move your minis about the country, etc., etc.
Is there like a ledge where I'm at that I am able to approach?
Yeah, you should be able to move your mini. If you bump into walls, let me know.
I had dark vision for just an afternoon.
Now, these critters, these bad guys, they do have dark vision.
Oof.
So is there a way? Do we have to get up then? Do we have to climb?
Well, you were told that there is a ramp along the southern end of the fortress that leads up into the old destroyed gate.
We're in a token
As this
climb.
northern way would be a way to sneak in behind them.
But yeah, you could try to climb up if you wanted to.
Does that say 60 feet?
Yes, the wall from where you were at the top of the wall is 60 feet up.
That's 12 checks.
Only if you're bad.
I am bad at this.
Ooh, so yeah, Walter, as you move closer, you see that there are more bad guys than you saw before, as you have this better vantage point. The dragon slithers up behind you. And since you can't speak Draconic, it doesn't say anything. It's just sort of watching you.
So I am an expert, so you can follow me on this.
Ooh, on the climb. Okay.
Okay.
As am I,
Do
technically.
we
I guess.
Do we stop sneaking the second we start climbing?
Correct.
And it's still best case scenario 6 checks, even if they're rolling crits on the climb.
Yeah, because you would only go, what, 10 feet per check. Getting caught out by flying creatures in the dark, flying creatures with dark vision in the dark, halfway up a cliff, would be pretty exciting.
Is that what we're calling it? Alright, I'll follow your lead, Denny.
Okay. I will have my weapon out, and I'll be climbing. How about that, everyone?
What? You have
the
a feat for that? That's
I
insane.
do.
That's so cool.
Our combat climber.
Nice.
I still have to have one hand free.
You're using
Well,
like
yeah,
your
that makes
whip?
sense.
Are you using your whip to climb with the other hand, kinda? Wrapping around ledges?
That's pretty
But
dope,
also
actually.
not really, because I need to fight with it. But yeah, I'll lead the way then, or maybe I'll lead the way with catching in front of me.
So what is so what is in your hand? What is in your if you only have one hand free? Or do you
My whip.
your whip? All right, sounds good. All right, Walter, what are you doing up there on the ledge?
He's making a count of all the enemies that he's currently seeing at the moment.
Okay.
He's also going into his bag and he's taking out a silencer and he's going to start attaching that to his rifle.
Nice.
All right, give me a real quick seek action.
No, that's seek. Here we go.
Ooh, okay. So you listen to them from where you're at. Unfortunately, they are speaking Sphinx, which is a melodic but also confusing sort of language. The giant just seems to be laughing along, but doesn't really understand what everyone is saying. You recognize, as you with this check, around this campfire, 4 distinct voices, and around this campfire, 3 distinct voices.
Okay, so it seems like there's still one more that's not seen around this campfire, and there's 2 more that's not seen here. Okay.
And you do hear what sounds like a pair of hyenas over here.
Okay.
While you are watching, one of these guys takes a knife, or takes a knife, and he starts to carve meat off of whatever this is that they're cooking. Looks like a big mutant armadillo, and he puts it all into a tin plate, and then he grabs a clay jug, and he heads north. And disappears into shadows. It looks like he went into this tent. Can you see this tent?
No. But I see your pain.
Okay. All right. When he walks back out, he doesn't have the plate anymore, or the jug.
There's another one. Okay. I guess the dragon's with me, but I can't really communicate with the dragon.
Right?
Hopefully the dragon knows its numbers. I'll point to the tent that this guy just came from and just hold up 1.
The dragon nods and flies down towards the tent.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh yeah. I
What?
don't know why we didn't think about using the dragon as a distraction. That's great.
While that's happening, what was going on over here? We'll say that you guys can attempt the 6 athletics checks that you would need to critically climb this before the dragon thinks that Walter is giving the signal.
I do acrobatics.
Acrobatics for climbing. If you have feet support for it, yes. Otherwise, no.
Okay.
So this wall, how difficult is it looking?
It is a nice craggy sandstone wall with lots of ledges. So I would say it's a 15. Pretty easy.
And we're trying 6 so far. I'll just click through 6.
All right, so that means you want 625 or higher to climb it before the dragon leaps into combat. And I will leave everybody on the honor system, keeping in mind that if you get lower than a 15, you don't succeed. If you get a 5 or less, you fall down.
How is the modifier affected when you follow the leader?
There is an effect in your basic action macros, actually.
Oh.
If
So
you
I
go
got-
to exploration, because you're expert already, right? You can toggle follow the expert under exploration, so it's the second tab of the basic action macros. That will apply the effect to yourself better.
Okay. see.
All right. Yeah. So
I
there's
guess I
1,
could
2,
get a
3,
bonus on that.
4 of you, and you're all rolling 6 checks apiece. So I'm definitely gonna just leave it to you guys to tell me if you made it or not.
Yep.
Okay.
I figured out how to do it. I see.
Yeah, I guess we can each get a +2 from that.
All right. Let me know when the numbers are rolled, and then I'll ask you your height, and I'll change your height and location on the map.
Okay, so my one is 4 crits and 2 successes.
So you'd be 50 feet up. All right. So I'd say that you are against this wall, climbing up.
There you
All
go.
right. Ketrin, where are you at?
I had 2 crits and 4 successes.
So 30 feet up.
So
Right. It is weird for ghosts to climb, right? Is that weird for anybody? For ghosts to climb? Let's see. PF2E. Do ghosts have to climb? Question mark. Climbing speed
They just
restrictions
Skyrim it
spurs
and
and
find-
such. Ghost and flying.
Find little ledges up the wall.
so
Yeah, I would say Ketrin, you could be anywhere you want, because with essentially a permanent like ghostly hovering, right? You would just be wherever you need to be essentially, because you would just think of the wall as the ground essentially.
Okay,
All right, do you want to be on the top of the wall then?
sure. I will be
All right.
slightly in front of Zenny.
All right.
See how this works now. How would I roll it? Yeah, alright, now it's working. That's cool. One,
Okay.
two.
All right, Stack, how many did you have?
I had 2 crits
Got crit.
and 4 successes.
So you would be 30 feet up. Okay. So we'll put you like there.
Crit. That's another success.
Next time would be 40 feet up,
Four.
right? 2 crits, that's 20, and then 4 successes.
Oh yeah.
20.
4 successes. Yeah. So 40 feet up. Excellent.
My 6th roll.
So you would actually be
Also
right at the bottom
successes.
of the wall.
7. I'm at 35 feet right now after 6 rolls.
5. Okay. So you're right behind. Okay. I'll go ahead and grab everybody and roll them into the initiative here. All right. This is a good time to add minion tags to your remaining B team members. If you guys didn't know, minion tag, you get skipped for initiative rolls. Could you imagine such power in the 5th edition? Maybe they'll add it.
That's
They're adding,
actually cool.
yeah, they're adding a ton of stuff, but yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. That's cool.
Could I drink a potion before this all starts?
I would say if it was relevant to climbing the wall, but you wouldn't have a hand free to do it while you're mid-climb. Yeah, so what's the duration of the potion?
That's what I'm going to see right now. I have Cheetah's elixirs, which would increase my speed, which would be beneficial for this kind of thing. But that's
Okay.
that's a walking speed. You gained him bonus to your speed. But yeah, I only have a walking speed.
Okay.
But it lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you'd think with help it would take you more than 10 minutes to climb the wall if you want to have drank it beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any last
Right,
things
if-
before we roll into initiative?
If that affects, does your speed go over 40, or does it become 40?
It says plus 10.
No, but what is your speed?
Oh, my speed is 30.
Well, it's a lot of things.
Because the amount that you climb is slightly dependent on your speed.
Really?
Right, because you climb half of your...
No, and a check is if your land speed is 40 or higher, increase the maximum distance by 5 feet. 20 feet above 20.
Hmm.
But it wouldn't affect you here, no.
Okay.
'Cause you're
All right, let's roll some initiative.
Ooh, fuck, that's a big tracker.
It is. It's the whole
almost-
fortress.
It's almost like we're raiding a camp.
Well,
Yeah.
off to a great start.
All right.
Hey, GM. Can
Yeah.
I use athletics for my initiative here? since
Yes,
we're climbing?
absolutely. Anyone that's climbing could be using athletics for initiative. Walter, you could be using stealth for initiative.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm also gonna re-roll that because that's horrible.
Plus 12, and I'll go fast anyway. That's good.
The dragon is going to roll stealth for initiative also. Well, it's already rolled in. That's fine. But I will see if the dragon was able to approach the tent unseen. Not recall knowledge, you goose.
Am I
let's
gonna
see.
be able to maintain follow the leader into the early combat, or am I gonna be making
No,
any
it's an
next check?
explore action.
Oh.
All right, so Walter, you actually lose track of the dragon when it stealths down into the shadows of the camp near the tent.
All right.
All right, let's grab some combat music. All right. All right. Oof. And we'll begin the encounter. All right, the tracker says this is an extreme encounter. I think that's because it thinks the dragon's not on your side. If it was on your side, I'm sure it would be a trivial.
Oh my god.
Trivial encounter.
I just lowered my initiative at the hill.
Oh. Okay. Do
It
you want
was
me
so
to
bad
lower
already,
it?
and now it's worse.
Oh, it automatically lowered it. Cool. All right.
Holy.
Okay, so here's the problem. The stealth check earlier that I banked for later. Bella, yours was a critical fail. So as you are climbing, there is going to be a moment where the sandstone
Both of
you're
them
grabbing.
were critical fails.
What?
I rolled twice and both were crit fails.
Yes.
Oh.
So as you were climbing, and time is slowing down for initiative, the sandstone cracks under your hand, and you begin to fall 35 feet towards the ground. You reach out and you grab Stack's tail. I need you. Okay, there you go. Stack volunteers. I was gonna say one of you calls out. Stack, you let out a ow kind of yowl, and it alerts the people in the camp that there's something, a wild desert cat perhaps, trying to get in to the camp. All right, Impassioned is going to spend his whole turn grabbing his scimitars and standing up from his relaxed sitting down on these furs. That is his turn. All right, over here at the gate, this guy right here is he hears the yowl pierce the dark night. And he already was alert because he was the sole gate guard. He is going to take flight and then draw out his 2 scimitars. So he's going to fly up to a height of 70. There we go. No, he's got a flight speed of 40, so he'll fly to a height of 80. All right. And then I guess he would see a spooky ghost. The rest of you would be blocked by the wall. Okay. And then non-threatening Smog Giants is going to... Yeah, alright. So, Walter, you see him grab what looks like the cannon from an airship or a pirate ship. And he starts pouring like shrapnel in instead of cannonballs, and then he cocks it like a shotgun as he stands up.
Awesome.
All right, this guy's gonna stand and draw both weapons. Let's see. Wiry is gonna stand and draw both weapons. Dwagon. All right. This is my first time running a dragon in this system, so let me see what I got here. All right. There's no legendary actions. There's no paragon actions. Oh man. Okay, that's great. Feels good. Well, sorry, Roxy. This is my second time running a dragon, and Roxy was a dragon. There's nothing to attack yet. I think it's gonna delay its action because it heard the noise and was like, "Uh-oh, I'll wait to see what." I didn't realize they were gonna have a distraction. I should have had them make a distraction in the first place. So the dragon is gonna delay. Walter, you're up.
Okay. I have the pick of the litter. No, Google, I'm not trying to answer you. Alright, first things first. Since I rolled stealth, one shot when the kill turns on. That means I'm gonna draw Harp list. Interact. Since we fought the Mirage before, we know what their AC is, right?
Yeah.
Or will we have to recall knowledge and stuff like that?
I mean, if you remember it, you remember it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know what? That's fine. Their AC is over 20.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
All right. But I don't know about this giant, so yeah, sure. Let's take a shot at him. So I spent a minute attaching a silencer onto my rifle. What's that?
Is it the magical silencer or a regular silencer?
It
Oh,
is
regular
a-
silencer.
It is
Okay.
a regular. I do not have a magical one.
One of the
yet.
more prolifically used devices developed in the infamous Alkenstar gunworks. These small firearm components are capable of muffling most of the weapon's explosive sound when fired. Without a silencer, a firearm shot makes a loud and distinctive bang, which can easily be heard through doors and thin walls, but firearms equipped with silencers only make a quiet noise when fired, like a compressed fart. Or suppressed fart, excuse me. A compressed fart would actually sound pretty nuts. Due to engineering constraints, a silencer can't be attached to any firearm with the scatter trait. Attaching a silencer to a firearm takes 1 minute, and the silencer is consumed the first time a shot is fired through it. Okay.
Okay. And I would know. I mean, this is going to be consumed, but when I fire this shot, I'm not going to be revealing my position, correct? I believe.
I would say I will keep the earlier stealth. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But technically, it's a weird space, right? Because when you leave stealth, you would fire it. How about this? If you re-up stealth as one of your 3 Pac-Mans, then the silence thing would make it they wouldn't be able to kind of pinpoint your location.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So I did interact to grab my weapon from one shot one kill. He's going to be the shot. The creature is going to be. Oh wait, no, I don't have that. All right, here goes.
Oh, all right, very nice. That is going to hit the Shemog Giant.
Okay.
All right, happy with the roll? All right.
Yeah. I'm right.
Okay. I know that you've started like re-rolling for crits on some guys, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be
All
a little
right.
bit harder when they have higher AC like this. But
Okay, he takes the damage as the you shoot that weird like metal thing off the top of his head.
the little antenna, the TV antenna.
Yeah. He no longer is able to pirate Netflix.
All right. Did a little bit of damage. Then,
But he could with NordVPN. # not sponsored. Okay, let's keep going.
I am then going to. Nope, that's the wrong ability.
Yeah, because you have like a reload and hide ability, right?
Yes, cover reload. That's
Okay.
what I'm doing.
All right.
I will use that as my. Actually, you know what? I'm going to first use a Pac-Man to. I probably should have done this first. I'm going to mark him as
Okay.
my hunted prey,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do the cover reload. So then I'll
All
make
right.
another stealth check. And
All All right, and then you vanish back into your shadowy sniper perch.
Yep. And then
All right.
silencer is concealed.
Dragon's going to delay some more. Alright, Skittish is up. It's going to stand up and draw his weapons. Sniffly is going to stand up and draw its weapons. Alright. At this point, an unseen combatant enters the field. And they exit their tent. Let's see. Did that show up? There we go. Alright, so a lady comes out. She has also got bird wings and lion body and all that jazz. She has in her hands a staff. The staff looks like it thrums with primal magic. And that is her Pac-Man's to sort of like be alerted, put down her dinner, get up, grab her staff, and step on out. And then, let's see. Now the dragon is ready to pounce. Alright. The dragon was told by this wise human that this tent was the target. So whatever's in the tent must be the most important thing to kill. Alright, so they're going to... there's not enough people to justify a breath weapon. Let's see. Yeah, okay. It is going to leap over to here. This wall. Revealing itself to its target. As she looks up and sees the dragon, it is going to use its petrifying gaze on her. Alright. So she has to make a con save. Oh shit. She fails, but not critically. Alright, if it fails and has not already been slowed by petrifying glance by this ability, it becomes slowed 1. If the creature was already slowed by this ability, it becomes petrified permanently. Fuck. A creature petrified in this manner can be instantly restored to flesh by being coated, not just splashed, with fresh Dracolis or Basilisk blood no more than 1 hour old. A single Dracolis contains enough blood to... Okay, cool. Alright. And then that's its 3 actions. Alright. Self-indulgent can see the dragon from there. And, he's gonna use an action to call out. So I'm still gonna have him be prone. And he calls out as he grabs his 2 scimitars, in the Sphinx language. You guys read the subtitles, and it says dragon, fucking dragon. Alright. Play passes to this hyena. This hyena says, in beast speech, dragon, fucking dragon, I'll go get help, and it runs away.
So, and notice, by the way, petrifying gaze is the arcane trait.
It does have the arcane trait, yeah.
I mean, it's magic.
Well, it's when it's casting spells, right? It's not.
I was just presenting it without comment. Continue.
I know.
So I think we ran into something similar to this before. I think
Yeah. It'll be fine. This is an innate ability of a creature that's been out and living its life doing this for a while. Yep. All right. So this thing's gonna run away and it's gonna hide in a tent. Strong turn. It's definitely what I would do. All right. Let's see. That brings us to Mother Ketrin, ghostly nun, warrior monk. Well, I guess you're not a monk, but you have all the other ones.
I'm very tempted to just rush in and start fighting things, but my friends are very vulnerable climbing this wall, so I am going to float down to be in front of Ketrin and Stack.
Or Bella and Stack, Yeah.
Yes, Bella and Stack. Jesus.
No worries.
I am going to raise my shield, and because Stack is higher, I will do my last action to take a wide stance to give him +1 AC.
All right, nice. All right, so move, raise shield, and devoted guardian.
Yes.
Okay. Play passes to wary, spell scar, marauder. It's gonna stand up, grab both of its scimitars. Gormless sees that its master is in trouble, and Gormless Hyena is going to move in front of her protectively. It's going to spend its last 2 Pac-Mans readying a bite in case the dragon tries to get its master. All right, Stack to you.
All right. I'll attempt to climb this wall, like get on top of the wall.
Okay. Yeah, give me a climb check. These walls, I did say everything was 15 all the way up, so I guess we'll just keep it. We'll say that the wall is crumbly enough that there's enough like pock marks and footholds. It's like the local gym rock climbing wall. Hey! Alright, that is a critical success. So you get 10 feet up. You have 10 more feet to get to the top of the wall.
Alright.
And 2 more Pac-Mans to do it with nothing in your hands. Hey! Alright, you make it to the top of the wall. And you have both hands free.
Ooh.
As you crest the wall, many of them, with their dark vision, look over and see that the dragon has company.
Alright.
Well, maybe I should have stayed at the top of the wall. Oops. That's fine.
No, it's fine. I have one more AC for a while.
This guy right here, we're gonna give him a special purple dot. He looks over at you, and you look at him, and you recognize him as the one that was given divinity on the ship.
Oh, can't have that happen again. But yeah, Sack draws the gun blade as he sits at the top of the wall.
Oh shit! You also see, Stack, that at this cook fire they're making meat, but at this cook fire they're making waffles with a very nice waffle iron.
All right. He eyes the waffle iron, and then he motions over the dragon. It's like, get him, darling. And then it's his turn.
All right. Let's see. This one, its master has flown up. It is going to stay by the gate. And it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to use a seek action to see if anybody's sneaking in the front. It's a well-trained animal. Here we go. And then it's going to ready a... Oh, shit! Alright, so... This creature is aware of all things moving on the battlefield. And now it is very scared. It is going to stand there and use 2 Pac-Mans to ready a strike against anyone that gets too close to it or tries to get past it. Alright, play passes to Zenny.
Climbing time. Climb. Okay. And then a second action to...
Hopefully
Climb.
finish the climb.
Ah. I'm up.
Alright, beautiful. You are atop the wall. I'll move your height to 60. There you go. Alright, the ground below is at 40.
So we got like a dragon over there. We got some. Right, I'll look at one of these lads. Which one's next? Impassioned. I'll look at Impassioned, Spellscar, Sky Marauder, and I will exploit vulnerability. Yeah, well, that's okay, because they don't have weaknesses anyway. So that gets me all I need. In my turn.
Alright. Bella, to you.
Yeah, this is a bad situation for Bella. On a 15 roll, she has a 50% chance of not going anywhere, a 25% chance of success, and, So here we go. We're gonna start trying to climb. It's gonna
Okay.
go great with her +0 modifier. I know. I built
rocket boots. Picks them up when
I
you get back to town.
I used them all.
Oh.
Okay, that's a normal failure.
Baby
Okay.
boy.
Still just a failure.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna grab the ledge or you gonna?
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna try to grab the ledge.
Okay.
So that's a reflex save.
All right. Yeah. Let me determine 35 feet. I'll roll a d 6 times 5. We'll see how far down you go before you grab the ledge.
You can grab the tail, but remember the safe word this time. Remember the
But no, you're way up there now. You climbed way up there.
Yeah.
All right. So you do make the saving throw to arrest the fall. So that's good. But you would be 15 feet down.
Yeah, this was a less than optimal choice.
Oh no,
without the-
arresting fall is different. Hold on, let's climb. Grab the
grab
ledge. Yeah, grab a ledge.
DC, as we know, is 15, so that's a crit success.
Crit success. You grab the edge or handhold, whether or not you have a hand free. Typically, by using suitable held, you still take damage from the distance falling, but you treat the fall as if we were 30 feet shorter. Okay, so you fall 15 feet, but you don't take any damage. So that's good.
I mean, it's not, but that's fine.
Well, you know. All right, and then.
I know that was all of my action economy.
Oh. Wait, yeah, you're right. 3 and then
Yeah.
your reaction too.
I
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to make up this ledge, so now
All
I
right.
have to safely get down somehow.
Gabby Hyena is just going to run around in circles. It's going to use barking and sounding the alarm. So that's all 3 Pac-Mans. Self-effacing is going to ready for war. And by that, I mean it's just going to start laughing maniacally into the night air. Feeling pretty good about it. All right, and then we go into round 2. All right, impressed sees that there's somebody up on the walls there. Let's see, would 40 feet get him up there? It would not. Okay. Definitely doesn't want to get too close to the dragon, but also needs to get close to the dragon. But we got this cat dude. So let's see. The Marauder is at least 10 feet above the target. Oh yeah, it can reach you. Sweet. I forgot how busted this guy's stat block is. All right. So it's gonna start flying towards you, Stack. So it will go to an elevation of 70 feet and move closer. Then it's going to use. Oh no! It takes all 3 movement. Aw, that's a shame. Okay. In that case, it will fly up. It will fly up again. To we'll say 80 feet. There we go. No, let's go full 100.
It's
All right.
difficult to aim flying straight up, of course.
Is it difficult terrain flying straight up? Oh, geez. Okay. So let's see. It was at 40. So it could go straight up would be 20 out of 40, because halved and then 20 again. So it'd be 80. Okay. So he'll fly up 80 feet. And then, let's see. He'll make a seek action. There we go. Man, like, I appreciate that they make flying, like, not instantly, like, incredible. Like, there's just, like, a lot of things that make flying, like, not...
It's quite difficult to use, honestly.
Yeah. Alright, so he flies up 80 feet. We'll say he gets a little bit closer. And from this height, he is able to, like, look down and see over the wall Bella and Ketch from there. Alright. So, that is his turn. Play passes to this one over here. This one is aware of Stack over there. Stack is out of range of this creature's ability, so it will fly closer. So it's going to use 2 Pac-Mans, and it'll fly to here. And then it'll use its third Pac-Man to call out and update all of the combatants that there's a dragon over here, there's a guy on the wall, there's a lady on the wall, and that will be its turn. Alright, this giant hears that there's people on the wall. Alright. So let's see. The giant has low light vision, but not dark vision. So you got that working in your favor. Stack is at the edge of its vision, so it can see him, but cannot see Zenny. Alright. He's got his gun ready. That's cool. But it's got a really short range. Alright. He'll start lumbering forward with his... What's your movement, buddy? 35 feet. Alright, and then stack is 20 feet up. With the distance, it's calculating it to be 35. Alright, so he is going to use his shrapnel cannon on you. Alright, here we go. Oh. Why is it saying you're out of range, but you're in range? That's weird. Alright, I'll have him step closer.
I think it's
because of the height.
height difference, I think.
Oh, like it's doing Pythagorean? Alright, sweet.
Yes.
Alright, let's see if it works now. Yep. And an 18 is going to miss. So the collection of shrapnel that he fired out of his cannon just kind of goes flying. Now, according to this, his shrapnel doesn't have a reload, so I think I'm just flavoring it as him having a cannon. I think maybe he just throws shrapnel like a giant throws, like a regular giant throws the rocks. But, alright, that's all good. That is his turn. So play passes to Jockey. This is the one that had the bag of loot, who brought home the waffle iron, the hero of his people. He's been chasing the High of Divinity ever since. He sees the dragon, and he is going to fly up and over. Let's see. And then he will fly up again to be 80 feet high. And then he will do a seek action. Alright, and he can't see shit. Alright, play passes to Wiry. Let's see. Wiry is going to just fly twice. And land on the wall next to you, Stack. Alright. As it does, it is going to use a single attack against you. So here comes a scimitar strike. Uh, 25 is going to hit. So here's some damage. 13.
Alright.
Alright. Walter, to you.
Okay. Sees this one down here that is still prone. So he's gonna take a shot at that one first.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, critical hit. Okay, give me some damage. Alright, takes 36 points of damage. He is going to use his reaction to turn on runic resistance. There we go. And the initial damage will be piercing, so that's what he will give himself resistance to. Alright, and then he'll take some damage.
Alright, then he needs to make a fortitude save, but he's still up. So it sounds
Oh,
like
he's still up. Fortitude save. Success.
Okay. And then Walter's going to...
So with that unsilenced loud gunshot, like many heads would kind of turn and they would see you up on the ridge there.
Mm-hmm. Then he's going to move.
All right, that will take you to a lower elevation. So you're going from 70 down to 60 if you move there.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Nah, I'll keep higher from where I was. So can't exactly see the outline. I guess.
So right there, it'd be like 65.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
He reloads, and then he's going to take a. Oh, I guess I can't see that guy. Interesting. Okay. But then he sees the dude who.
Yeah. Also, I think any further, like that's kind of a sloping area, but any further down, you'd probably need to do climb checks.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll stick where I am then. Or at least I'll move to that ledge.
We'll do it like that. Yeah. So that's like the climb down area.
Okay.
All right.
And then he sees the motherfucker who was channeled with divinity and just looks at him, aims, and fires.
Oh shit. Okay. And that's gonna hit. And same deal. This guy will runic resistance instinctively and gain piercing resistance. Alright, that piercing resistance gives him quite a bit of resistance against that shot, so you graze him a bit. Either way, both guys exploded acidic pustules everywhere when you shot them. Alright, and that's your turn?
That's it.
Alright, Skittish is up. Let's see. Skittish is down there. Sees that somebody is on the wall fighting. They could fly up as well. They will fly over to here. Yeah. Yeah, they'll fly up and over with 2 Pac-Mans and land on the wall next to Zenny. Alright. Zenny, they're going to try and shove you off the wall.
Yeah.
Alright. So let's see. That is what, a reposition nowadays? Or is that still a shove?
It's just shove.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
Reposition is something else.
Right. Okay. So let's see. Shove. There we go. And that is going to fail. Alright, so he flies over, lands, and then tries to like shoulder check you off the wall, but with your dexterity, you kind of like finesse out of the way. And Sniffly is up. Alright. Sniffly sees there's a dragon. Someone's got to engage that dragon. He wipes snot with his forearm from his nose, and he flies right up into the fucking dragon's face. He lands on the wall next to it. He targets it. And he's gonna attack it once with his scimitar. Hitting it. For 12. The dragon is not amused. Let me see. Does it have anything? Oh yeah. Ooh. All right. He wasn't within 30 feet at the start of his turn. Okay, got it. Does he have any other crazy reactions? No. Okay. Play passes to the Spellscar Shaman. She is starting in 30 feet, so the dragon uses this crazy ability. Petrifying Glance. A creature within 30 feet starts its turn. It has to make a save against being turned to stone.
It's one that's already slowed, right?
Yeah, but with this dragon, any of its petrify abilities, like it'll stack them. So if you're already slowed and you fail, then you get petrified.
Really
so
glad we didn't fight this thing.
So that's how they handle it in this system. All right, she's gonna try to make that fort save. Oh shit! All right, so she makes a save. So already slowed, that doesn't matter, and then doesn't turn into a statue. All right, it is her turn though. She is slowed 1. She's going to use this turn to, let's see, favored form. Yes, she is going to turn into a winged tiger. That sounds really dope. Let's see. She's only got 2 actions, so yeah. Adopts the form of a winged tiger. That sounds really cool. What does it do when I drag this on there? Oh shit! It just makes her mini really big. Okay, hold on. I'll swap out the mini. Let's see. All right. That's a huge miniature. 1.5 scale 2. Got it. Oh geez. Okay. Whoa. Damn, it's like a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper cover. All right. Now that she's in her winged tiger form, she is going to use Pounce. So they can stride and make a strike at the end of the movement. If they began this action hidden, they remain hidden until after the strike. That's really cool. And then she has the reach, I believe, as a 15-foot tall creature to get the dragon up on the wall. So that's what she's going to do. She's going to move right up below the dragon and attack it. The strike that it is going to use is... yeah, it'll attack the dragon with its jaws. Alright, here we go. And miss by 1. Oh shit.
Currently hidden. What am I having a...
what, the dragon?
The tiger.
Is the tiger hidden? Yeah, it's because they're below the wall.
Oh, I see. It's being smart.
It's taking height into account. Yep. Alright, and then that is her turn. That brings us to the dragon. The dragon didn't know there'd be a dope-looking winged, like, lion. That's pretty cool. Alright, so the slow goes away. I think. The slow goes away. Creature was already slowed by this ability. Alright, so now that she's all up on it, does it do a breath weapon? Probably be a good idea. Could they hit a lot?
I think doesn't it become petrified permanently?
Let's see. It becomes slowed 1. Doesn't slowed 1 wear off after a while?
No, it usually ends after a certain duration. It doesn't say that.
Oh.
It doesn't say a duration on that petrifying gaze.
Oh my god! Just
Oh,
slowed
no,
forever?
nice.
Let's see. The Dragolos stares at a creature. Must attempt 84 to. If it fails, has not already been slowed by this by Petrified Gaze ability. Becomes slowed 1. If the creature already slowed by this ability, yeah, it doesn't actually. I guess you're slowed forever for like the rest of your life.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna treat it as a 1 minute duration then. Yeah, that seems like a good default. Okay. In that case, yeah, she will try to turn her to stone again with her petrifying gaze. Okay. All right, spell scar shaman. Gonna try to make that fortitude save. Here we go. And succeeds. All right. In that case, with its last action, frustrated by unable to land a good attack, the dragon will attack with its jaws.
Ooh.
Critically hitting. For 32 points of damage. Alright. That chews through the temp HP that the polymorph gave it, and starts damaging its actual hit points. And that is the dragon's turn. Play passes to Self-Indulgent, Spellscar Assassin. They're going to spend an action getting up from prone. They do have both their scimitars. They probably should have prioritized standing up and not grabbing the 2 scimitars. They're the person that shot them is up there, so they're gonna go after the person that shot them. So they're gonna fly twice towards you, which would be, I'm gonna put them about 60, and then I'm gonna raise their height to about 50. There we go. And that is their turn. Mother Ketrin, you're up.
Okay. I am going to float up here, looking sadly at Bella the whole time.
There's not much you can do for me. Just go.
Oh.
I'm floating up next to Zenny and this dude. I'm gonna ask Zenny if, being a person with a high charisma, she could maybe communicate to the dragon to go pick up our little friend and bring her over here.
I can't, in fact, communicate with the dragon. No,
Oh, nice.
since none of us shares languages.
I do.
Oh yeah, Stack gained it on the level up, he said. He finished his,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, then I'll also include Stack in my conversation.
Okay.
Dragon needs to go pick up Bella.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna bonk this guy, and then I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay. That is gonna bonk him. Alright, he takes 10 points of bonk damage, which would trigger his ability of runic resistance. Maybe. Alright. I feel like I should just keep a runic resistance open constantly. Yeah, there we go. Save me some time. Alright. And then as you do that and raise your shield, play passes to Wary. Alright. So let's see. Stack, you are 40 feet from this creature. But he is not 10 feet above you. There's a dragon over there that's causing issues, but the boss is on the dragon. So they're gonna fly up and over and land on the wall behind the dragon, and they're gonna attack the dragon. Alright. Targeting the dragon. They're gonna attack with their scimitar. And miss. Ooh, hold on. Retroactively, I gotta do something. When you bonked this guy, because it was bludgeoning damage, it does not set off the acid pustules, just to kind of refresh everybody. Slashing or piercing damage is what sets off the pustules. Alright. Play passes to Gormless Hyena. Alright, well, it wants to help, but it can't reach the dragon up on the wall. It's really pissed. So it is going to run out here and see if there's anybody to attack. There's someone up on the wall. It's gonna run over here, and it's going to crike and howl and jowl and yip up at you guys from the ground. Stack, it's gonna use intimidation on you.
Oh, okay.
It does not speak your language. Let's see. This is demoralize. Here we go. This is at a -6. All right. Stack. It was adorable. It's just making some cute sounds at you. All right, you're up.
I like that cute. All right. I first say to the dragons, can't you be a deer and pick up our little one over there and bring her over?
I am busy!
Let me see if I can help out with that. And he'll do a spell strike on this marauder over here. Okay. So here is your... First is your d20 roll. I don't even know what time it is, but...
Let's see. You're back out in the desert, too. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's see.
As soon as everyone moves 5 feet to the right, I'm gonna fucking...
Why would you call out fate like that? Why would you do that?
You put that out in the universe.
Alright, it's the 29th of a Rodus, and it is
10:30 p.m. Let's see how things are going. Hey, nothing fancy. So you're just dealing with normal mana waste, so a 10 or less. So that's a wild surge. Give me a D100.
Okay.
What if you grant the same dude divinity again?
Oh,
I'll
hell
be
yeah.
mad. It should have been me.
Alright, all magic effects within a 30-foot burst are disrupted and temporarily nullified for 1 round. Oh my. Alright, let me get
Odd.
you 30 foot. Alright, well, this ain't a magic heavy campaign, right? So I guess.
The resistance is arcane, it says in chat.
Correct. So that would shut it down for 1 minute. I guess if anybody had been slowed by the dragon, that would nullify that inside this aura, because that has the arcane tag. Any boofs you guys have? I guess any magical weapons?
What about her transformation into Flying Tiger?
She is just at the edge of the thing, but yeah, if she was in it, yeah. Alright. So this is a 30-foot burst or disrupted temporarily. So a burst is right away, I believe?
Yeah.
Because it's not it's not an emanation, so it doesn't keep happening. Okay. So anything in here would be wiped. So this guy's resistance will be gone. And I think that's it. Because Bella, you are too far down to lose your... Oh, your potion's alchemical anyways. So yeah. Unless anybody has any other woofs, that would be that. Alright, Stack, keep going.
Okay, that's pretty neat. All right. Okay, I'll make a strike against this marauder.
Alright.
All right, sick.
Alright, that's gonna hit. What do you got for me?
I'm going to use a point to amp imaginary weapon. So, wait, we talked about this before. Can I can't do this, or I can, but with like, I'm gonna post it up. So.
You create a simple weapon of force. Make a melee weapon attack against an opponent. You deal your bludgeoning or slashing damage. On a crit, you deal double damage. Didn't we say that it just makes like another weapon on top of your weapon?
Okay. So the 4d8. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here is the damage.
Okay.
Here's
shit.
the
Okay.
damage from the gunblade. There you go.
All right. Now, do I take these separately or all as one hit? That's the other question. I feel like it'd be it'd be still separate, right?
You're actually missing 2d8 there.
Oh right, yeah. More
So it's 2d8 at the start, and then each level it's heightened by it's an extra 2d8 if it's amped. Is this amped?
No, yeah, I couldn't figure out how to amp it on the
If
damage
it's
tag.
amped, then it is 68 because it's a level 3.
Alright, 2 more d8. Oh.
All right. So the question still remains: is it 2 separate sources, the spell and the blade?
Yes.
Okay. And the damage type you're doing is slashing for all of it?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. So, this will trigger runic resistance on this guy. He will choose slashing. I'll assume the weapon damage hit first, so that's why he would switch. Damage. And then... damage. So he is damaged by the strike. However, 2 instances of slashing go off, and he do explode acid pustules twice. So go ahead and give me 2 DC 22 reflex saves against 2d6 acid. All right, beautiful, beautiful. No damage. And then the next one.
Nice.
All right, no problem. Okay. Anything else from Stack?
That's it for me.
Okay. Lay passes to Untidy. Untidy over at the gate is nervous. I'm gonna
Did
peek
he-
out.
Do you
Oh.
take the damage, or wait?
The guy in front of you?
Oh no, I was talking the one in front of the dragon. Oh, if it's the one in front of me, then.
Well, that's why I rolled all the acid and stuff. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
you were shooting this one over here?
Yeah, I hadn't targeted with the
Oh,
targeting.
my bad. Okay. Yeah. So then you'd have to reload the weapon, right? So if you're using the gun part of the gun blade, it would have done piercing damage initially, right?
Oh right, yeah. So the piercing, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. So
far
I
better.
I saw slashing on the damage, and I thought that you used the gun.
Oh no, the slashing was from the imaginary weapon.
Because you wrote melee strike gun, like you used melee strike gun sword. So that's why I assumed it was against somebody next to you.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could do the one next to me just for ease.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Because I'd have to recalculate the way the damage landed on him and stuff. Okay. All right. Then we go to this one. The gate is just going to keep holding in case it becomes the gate. Zenny, to you.
Okay. Well, fortunately, Ketchen's helped me out a bit here. I will shove this skittish spell sky marauder next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Then I will do it again.
Okay.
Add a +1 because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be agile now. Ah, no, one. Success. So I'll shove him 5 feet away from me.
All right. Reaction. I guess we'll try to
Already
grab.
used it.
Oh, you're right, to get up his ability. Okay, so then he will fall at least 20 feet before he hits the ground there, and then he will fall the rest of the way, so 60 feet total. Oh my god.
That's a pretty nasty way to fall. Place to fall.
All right, let's see.
So-
We have a macro for this, of course. So let me
Mhm.
grab the macro for this. Fall damage. All right, when you fall more than 5 feet, take bludgeoning damage equal to half the distance that you fell when you land. If you take any damage from a fall, you land prone. Beautiful. All right. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so what is the macro for? Just to tell me what it does. I thought it would ask me for like feedback and stuff. All right. If you land on a creature, nobody has to make a save. Okay, so he just takes 30 points of bludgeoning damage. And is prone. And is at height 0. And has rolled down the hill to here.
It's pretty horrible. So I have a perfect hero action, by the way. So I'm
Like
gonna
when
use this.
Breath of the Wild Link falls down a mountain, this dude just keeps fucking ragdolling all the way down. Uses all his fairies. It's just terrible.
I'm gonna make a stride now while using Make Way.
Okay.
Which I play at the start of a stride. So during it, I can shove someone to an adjacent space out of the way of my movement. And
Nice.
NAP doesn't apply in any way.
Oh, hype. Okay.
So, move myself here to show where I'm going. But this wiry one here, which just used its reaction against stack, will be shoved out of the way adjacent to my path, also known as down the cliff.
All right, go for it.
With a 0 MAP shove, which is haha.
Oh shit. All right. So bowling pin sound effects play, and let's see. Ooh, here I feel like there's gonna be enough wall, but here he would fall, but he might land on somebody down below.
Oh, oops.
But it's gonna be Plinko. I'm gonna treat it like Plinko because it's uneven terrain. So we're gonna roll a D3 to see if Bellinora is hit by this bowling ball. All right. So on a 2, it will fall
It's fine.
directly at Bellinora. Here we
I'm
go.
bringing enemies for Bella to fight.
Oh, that's true. Oh, nice.
No.
Okay. So Bella,
Yep.
give me a DC 15 reflex save. All right, beautiful. So I'm gonna say with that critical success, you take no damage, and you could even move out of the way so that he just keeps falling
I make a wild request. Can I ride him down?
to the ground.
Yeah.
Do you have a reaction?
Yeah.
All right, you can use your reaction. Also, you can do it since you got a critical success. That's fine. All right.
I was gonna get down on my turn anyways.
All right.
I have a 0% chance of getting up this ledge.
All right. You ride this dude to the ground. He lands bloodied and prone.
Right, well, that's my turn, and that's funny enough, Bellinora.
All right. That's a good turn. That's a fucking
And
awesome
look up
turn.
Zenny. Thank
All right.
with gratitude in my eyes for allowing
I
me to
also
do
want to
something
point
in
out
combat.
that you accomplished that by using like in-game mechanics and not just like, oh, I took expertise in athletics, so I just get to knock everyone.
Just
you know,
use the fact that they spent their reactions already, and
Yeah. No, it was really well done. It was very well thought out. All right, Bellinora, it's you.
He rolls off the Marauder, like using it as an airbag cushion, and and then as she rises, she starts throwing down at. I guess fuck, I'm gonna have to throw at the other one, or else I'm gonna be splashing myself. I don't necessarily have to splash, but if I want, they have both used the reaction, so they can't make themselves immune to this. So I'm gonna start with a Dread Ampule. I'm gonna target. No point in me devising a stratagem.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Damage. And the other one will take 4 psychic splash damage, and that one is afraid.
All right. So the first one takes damage and is frightened to 1.
I'm going to
And the one on
follow
the ground
up.
takes 4 splash. All right.
I'm going to follow up and hit the other one with a dread, or try to at map.
Okay. I see you throwing potions a lot faster this week. That's nice.
It's
nice.
great. I love this
Yeah.
new macro. I don't think that accounted for my
Your map.
so it's a 20.
All right. 20 is his armor class because he is prone.
Guess what? Now it's 19 because he's also afraid.
Oh. This is the one right next to you?
Yep, and I'm not
Okay.
going to splash damage on this one because it would hit me. But he takes
Alright.
15 damage. And at
You
that
do.
point, knowing that their armor class is a 20, I'm not going to attack at a -10 map.
All right.
But he's prone and he's used his reaction, so I'm going to stride. And I'm going to move 30 feet down this way.
All right.
Although, he might pursue me. I want to keep myself in range. Okay. That is my turn.
All right. Beautiful. All right. Gabby Hyena. There's still no one on the ground for it to bite, so it's just going to keep running in circles, making a commotion. All right. Self-effacing. Nobody came to fight it. Nobody's coming down the ground. So it is going to run over here, and it is going to angrily Bjork up at Zenny. Get ready to be demoralized.
Oh,
Do you speak hyena?
not.
Oh, okay. Then it's got a penalty. It's gonna try it. Stack this time.
Maybe have some like cat debuff. Oh.
Okay. You guys are just at a point where a level 1 hyena just doesn't hit. Doesn't hit the same way that it would have at the beginning of your career. All right, beginning of round 3. Impassioned. All right, he is starting his turn. 10 feet higher than other people, and he has 3 Pac-Mans, and he has he's got all the fucking requirements this time. All right, he flies twice, and then use a paired strike at the end of the movement, and if both strikes hit, the target is knocked prone. All right, Zenny, they saw that bowling move. They definitely need to try to take you out. So here
He
it
is my
is.
target, so when he passes from 10 feet away to 5 feet away, I'll strike him.
All right, go for it.
I crit, disrupting his 3-action activity.
Oh shit. Okay. Give me the damage.
26 damage, and he is probably weak, but it'll handle that on your end.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. His reactions back up. He has
Yeah, he'll use the ability to try and do
Yeah.
runic
He
reaction.
would stop 10 feet away from me.
All right. Here we go. All right. If he stops while flying, doesn't he still need to land?
No, it just means by the end of his next turn, he has to use a flat action again.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, it's when he moves within 10, right? So he'd be at like 5 feet above you? He'd be like 65?
It would disrupt it when they're leaving the 10 feet away
Oh,
tile,
got
if
it, got
they
it.
stay in a 10 feet away tile.
All right. So as he flies up, he tries to do this sick air dive. You just whip him right in the fucking throat. Gasping for air. He takes damage. Acid sprays everywhere, but not close enough to hit you. And that is his turn. Play passes to materialistic. All right, it is also 80 feet up. It sees like, oh shit, this lady is the real threat. Dragon, fuck that. They're gonna fly over and do the same thing. All right, let's see, target, and yeah, man, like the dragon, they're like, yeah, that's handled, but this, oh my god. All right, so they fly over, they drop out of the sky. Paired strike. I'll put him at 60. He won't. I don't believe it'll give him flank because this dude's at a height 10.
Yeah. I guess it's
Alright.
a different height.
Alright, so paired strike is 2 scimitar strikes without map, and then it adds together to 1 strike. So here we go. Strike. And strike.
Yep.
Alright, so both of those gonna hit. We add the damage together. For a total of 24 points of slashing damage.
That's
Since they
fine,
both
right?
hit, yep, since they both hit, you would be knocked prone. And that would be his 3 Pac-Mans. Alright, play passes to non-threatening Smog Giant. He doesn't like how everybody is up on the wall. Alright, so let's see. He has a height 10, and he has a reach of 10. So technically he could reach you guys on the wall. Okay. Let's see. Alright. In that case, yeah. He'll stride over here. And he will target Zenny up on the wall. And he is going to use his exploding headbutt only has a range of 5. Oh well. He will just punch you. Alright, here's the first punch attack. 8. Well, sorry, he rolled an 8, so that would be 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And then map, he will try and punch you again. For 18. And that is his 3 Pac-Mans. Jockey over here. Seems like this lady's taken care of now. Whoa.
What happened there?
That was weird. Seems like that lady over there is taken care of, so it's going to try and help with the dragon. So it's going to use that triple action thing, and it'll fly to here, and then use 2 strikes against the dragon. All right. This is the guy, by the way, that you came for. This one right here. The one that was a god for just a little bit. For just one day. Alright, here we go. Strike. And strike. Alright, so 1 hit, but not 2. For 7 points of damage. And then it lands on the wall next to the dragon. And dragon take 13 points of slashing damage. Alright. Play passes to Wiry Spellscar Marauder, who is down on the ground. 1 Pac-Man, stand up. 2 Pac-Man,
dark vision sees this person that really beat them up bad. They're scared of that person, but the best way to overcome your fears is to kill them.
Come conquer your fear.
Right? So they're going to fly up and over and land on the other side of you.
I should have used my full movement.
And they're going to scimitar attack you. Oof.
Yep.
Rolled onto the 20 and off the 20. All right, 13 points of damage. All right, Walter, up on the wall.
Okay. I see this one that's coming towards me, so first action is going to be a reload, and I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend. All right, 26. For
26.
13 points. So he has resistance to piercing, I believe. But since I have concussive, I can.
Right, it'll switch over. It'll automatically switch to bludgeoning. So the bullets, you don't get to decide. I don't believe they
Yep.
just go for whatever is best. So in
Yep.
this case, it would switch.
So he takes
And
a
I
full
think
13.
I think it automatically calculates that. So let me see. Current HP. Nope. It didn't automatically do it. So I'll add that extra damage in there. All right.
All right, and then I'll just do another reload. That's it.
Okay.
That's my turn. All 3 actions.
Oh shit. Okay.
Very
That
quick.
brings us to Skittish. Skittish down on the ground sees that there is another person to fight, and fighting this person means that they're still participating, but also that they're not fighting the dragon or that crazy lady on the wall that fucking threw them off. So they're going to gladly beat up this small fiery person
Yeah,
instead.
they're scared. This is the most logical thing.
We can kill her. Our fears will be abated. Then we'll go fight the dragon for real this time. All right, so they rush up to you, and they're going to get a flank and try and scimitar strike you.
Oh,
Ooh, that's gonna be a critical hit. But a gentle critical hit for 20 points of damage. All right, play passes to Sniffly. All right, Sniffly's at full HP. The dragon really wants to get this spell scar down, so they're saving the reaction to try one more time to get the spell scar guy. So I guess they're just gonna let it ride on this one. All right, so the spell scar is going to just do a paired strike against the dragon. And here we go. 1 and 2. Oh shit! Both attacks clang off of the dragon's scaly hide. And then with its last action, the Spellscar Marauder is going to try and do a Recall Knowledge check. Alright. Let's see, what knowledges do you have? Spellscar Desert Lore. Okay, yeah, that works. Let's see. Oh, whoops. I hit the wrong button and rolled it not privately. Yeah, so this guy remembers everything about this creature with a 32. I guess he just, casually table talks to the others about the situation. This makes the Spellscar Shaman very nervous to learn some of the information about this monster. He's like, how does this petrification work? And at this point, the dragon throws out a petrifying glance. Alright, Spellscar tries to make save. Shit! Alright, critically succeeds.
Spellscar Shaman has its full action. Nope, it's still slowed. It has 2 actions. And what is it going to try to do? Now that it is wrestle. Oh shit. Okay, so here's what it's going to do. It is going to use Jaws against the dragon. And miss. Oh shit. Alright, well that changes its whole attack routine. Then it is going to try and use its claws in a map follow-up. That is going to hit. For a little bit of damage. And then with its remaining action... Flourish. Flourish can be done. Flourish requires too much exertion to perform a large number. You can only use 1 action with the flourish rate per turn. Got it. Okay. I think it's going to hold its ground, and it will try and intimidate. Yeah. They should have probably done it in the beginning, but it had this really cool attack routine it wanted to do. So here's a demoralize against the dragon. As it lets out a mighty roar in the dragon's face, the dragon just lets out somewhat insane laughter in response. It is the dragon's turn. Alright, the dragon snakes its head around, looking at all of its allies. It sees that you're all doing a pretty good job. It looks over at you, Zenny, and sees that you're in danger, but that you fought hard before they turned on you. So what it's going to do is... let's see. This dragon, yeah, it'll risk it. It'll fly up and over to here, and let's see. Breath weapon. I think it'll do its breath weapon. This thing doesn't have a petrifying breath weapon, which would have been kind of bonkers, but that's okay. It do have an electric breath weapon, though. It breathes out a cone of burning sand. You guys may be familiar with that. All right. Okay, so here we go. Breath weapon. Send to chat. Alright. 60-foot cone of electricity. We're trying to hit as many bad guys as possible without hitting you guys. That hits Zenny. Hold on.
And stack.
But I could take a hit. I mean, I'm pretty healthy.
Well, here's how I do
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Here's how I do dragons. Because the dragon knows how to use his breath weapon, but I don't, because I'm not the dragon and I'm just a guy that's hanging out. Yeah, I'm gonna have it plan its template before the move, and then it's gonna fly up and land here. So put it at 65, and then it breathes down into all of these people. That's good. That's a good breath weapon. That's a good placement. All right, so let me grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bad guys, and they're all gonna roll DC 26 reflex saves. All right. These are the times when I wouldn't mind damage automation mods that you just like click a button.
I used to have one and it's just not doing it anymore. I don't know. I have to look into it. Maybe I was in the other game, so I had one. There was one that did this sort of shit, but it seems to have disappeared in those games as well.
Oh, it could have been a recent.
Stuff.
Well, in an update, the a couple of the mods had their settings completely reset. So, and I haven't had time to go in and poke at the settings because there's so many.
So we had something for basic saves in Ryan's game, and now we don't anymore. So I have to ask him what the deal is.
All right, I'm gonna make this electricity damage come out. That's pretty good. 29.
Oh.
All right. This one has resistance to piercing up, but he would have his thing, his reaction back. Jockey, I think. Yeah. All right. So here we go. Damage, or maybe that one wouldn't have. Hold on. Let's see. Half of 29. Minus 5. All right, cool. This guy, next one took. Is the shaman. Shaman failed. Oh, why is it giving me? Oh, because there were two of the same guy. Okay, that's why. All right, so this guy would take 24. All right, the shaman would take half, and she actually has the same ability in her form, so she will go ahead and use her runic resistance as well. All right. Then that brings us to this poor, gormless animal who ceases to exist. Boop. All right. This guy up on the wall, he makes a save, so he would take half. He has his reaction, so he'll take 9. All right, and then this giant. Where's giant at? He failed, so he'll take the full 29. Oof. All right, we got there. Sorry about that, guys. And then the dragon's turn is over. That brings us to self-indulgent Spellscar. All right, so he's gonna go after you, Walter. So he's gonna fly up, and he's gonna land behind you, and he will attack at you. Let's see. He will use Twin Strike. So here's the first Scimitar Strike. And here's the second Scimitar Strike. Man, Lex, incredible. Alright, so here's the critical. Here's the damage. So a total of 33 single strike. Yep. Alright, play passes to Ketrin, and while Ketrin, you are taking your turn, I'll be passing out these runic resistance buffs. Alright, so Ketrin,
Okay.
to you.
So, Zenny, you okay?
Not particularly, no.
Do you think you're more or less okay than Bella?
Bella's having a great time. Benny would lie.
Okay.
During this meta tabletop conversation, you stay in character to lie. I love it. Fantastic.
I'm okay. I can handle this.
Ah.
Okay. Is there room on the ledge for me to stand right here?
Because you are a ghost, yes.
Okay. I will Doctor's Visitation Zenny with my first
Alright.
action.
So you're,
I
so
think you
you're,
can even like walk through us, mate.
yeah.
Yeah.
So your bounding box is like just the edge of your bounding box is like hitting the edge of the wall's bounding box. So you're doing that thing where you're like hovering in thin air, but the game considers you to be standing on the wall. That ghost stuff. Alrighty. Ooh.
Critical success.
Very nice.
There
Very
you
nice.
go. Alright, so that's one action. I will raise my shield as another action. Ooh, and can I reach the smog giant? Can I bonk him?
Let's see. No, you would need. He's 20 feet down from you. So the
Okay.
well, sorry, he would be 50 feet down from you because of his height or whatever. So you would still need a
Okay.
reach of 10 feet.
Okay. I do not have one. That's fine.
Okay.
I will bonk the dude next to me.
All right. I mean, Bella's doing fine. You can give her a third person to fight. Just throw in
Oh.
one. No? Okay. All right. That is going to miss as the creature throws up both scimitars to block your attack.
You know what? It's 11:30. Hero point.
Oh, shit. Okay.
There we go.
That's going to hit. And then as the scimitars lock with your shield, you push harder and they spread apart and you just break this dude's fucking nose.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. And that's 3 Pac-Mans. Right? Yes?
Yep. Yes.
All right. That brings us to Wary. All right. Wary gets his reaction back. The dragon pretty tough. Not gonna lie. The dragon's pretty tough. But they can't give up. They can't give up. But they're wary. Then they see that this dude's fighting a dude up on the hill. Okay. But then this is a fight over here. But that lady throws people off the wall. Yeah, they're gonna fly over to you, Vulture.
Sure.
they're gonna fly twice, and then they'll land next to you. All right, and then they will attack once with their. So, well, you know what? They'll try to shove you off the edge. Yeah, that's a good idea. We've got all these cool things we could do in the system. We might as well do them. All right, so here's a shove attempt. That's going to succeed. You do have your reactions. You can try to grab a ledge if you're shoved all over the side.
How far? How much?
It is 25 feet. You'll be down here next to at the base of the wall. You'll be prone at the base of the wall and take half of 25, so you'll take 12 points of damage. But these guys will be 10 feet above you, at least, which will allow them to use that sick-ass dive bomb move.
Right. So I'll still be. I'm just gonna post it. I have cat.
Oh, nice. Okay. Your cat-like aerial acrobatics allow you to cushion your falls. Free falls as 10 feet shorter. If you're an expert, are you an expert?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. So it'll count as a 15-foot fall, so you take 7 points of damage, so you'd still be prone.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll take that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they might just be like, they're prone, they're in a little pit, they're not a problem anymore. Or they might just have to. We'll see. So you would take 7 points of bludgeoning damage and then be prone. And then these guys, as a free action, they tap their scimitars together, like a high five, like a battlefield high five. Sid cries out to you. Have you told Sid to stop calling you Vulture? Otherwise, they're just gonna call you Vulture.
That was gonna be a conversation for later.
Did they call out Vulture? You're right.
Being human sucks.
All right. Then play passes to stack the deck.
All right. Haven't done this before, so I'm gonna fire off one of my. Also, screen is black. I could probably refresh. Can I move my token?
You might be in a wall. What are you trying to do?
Oh no, as I can't see, and so.
Oh, yeah, you might have to refresh then.
Yeah.
One thing I did forget, and this will bank error in Ketchum's favor, but we'll figure it out. All right, so stack.
All right, let's refresh.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, so I'm going to use one of my psychic cantrips and then amp it, but there's a couple seeded feats that I have to go through.
Okay.
But I'm at the loading screen, so.
All right, well, just Josh Lee Quias through it there, buddy.
Okay.
All right. But this is you are casting a spell then?
Yeah.
All
so
right, then the Smog Giant will use its opportunity attack on you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we go. It's just going to use a fist because that's all that's in range. All right, it's a hit. So you just take some damage and keep going.
All right.
All right. So 14
14.
bludgeoning waiting for you when you get back in.
All right, I'm here. All right, cool. All right, so 44. Okay. So first Pac-Man, going to use Sure Strike to give my next attack advantage. Here's your
Okay.
D20 roll. Here's your D100 roll. 90, well, 49.
49. Cacophonic chorus. This is auditory and enchantments. An ear-piercing chorus of voices fills the air, creating a 20-foot emanation of harmful sound. Creatures starting their turn inside this emanation must make fort saves. On a crit success, they're unaffected. On a success, they have -2 circumstance penalty to perception checks involving hearing while inside. That's fine. On a failure, they are deafened while inside. And on a crit failure, they are deafened and confused, which is very bad, while inside the emanation. The creature makes a will save for the next 1 minute at the start of its turn to end the confusion. So I guess even after you leave the emanation, you would still be confused, lingering. Fun! Alright, keep going.
All right. I'm going to use, ignition. So spell strike ignition. So here's another D20.
Okay. No problem, no problem.
All right. Here is the gun sword attack on them. This is at advantage.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna hit. Okay.
Okay. So first ignition happens, but have a couple features from the.
Sure. Walk us through it.
All right. So from the oscillating wave, it's a long one. I get to turn I get to turn them into D12s for a melee attack, the 2D4s.
Okay.
And the first time I use a oscillating wave, like a spell granted from the psychic tree, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
I have to say that if I'm adding or removing energy. So if I have to pick adding energy, so like is all these like temperature-based effects like hot and cold stuff. But the ability gains a fire trait. It deals fire damage and any resistances any resistance it grants is to cold damage. It loses any traits of the matching damage type it does no longer deals. Okay, that's fine. All right. So 2d12s and 1 splash damage for this guy. Josh, you know if there's a way to amp something from the attack card?
Yes,
I mean-
but not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, just use the dice roller.
Alright, okay.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Alright, so that's 13.
13 fire damage.
Alright, and then the
Okay.
damage from the sword.
And then
16.
three slashing damage.
Yeah, and then there's 1 splash.
Alright, 1 splash. That would go to everybody though, right?
Oh, wait. Is it?
Splash would be you and the giant, Ketrin, and Zenny.
Okay, that one. Oh, okay, it doesn't have splash. Okay, never mind.
It doesn't have splash? Okay.
No.
Yeah, it just says, and the splash increases by 1. Well, it says here, you project pure heat that causes the target to combust. The initial damage changes to fire and splash, so it does cause it.
No, but then that's if you're using it ranged, and then the next sentence is for
When
melee.
using amped, increase the use of melee attack.
sort of
Increase.
splash.
Yeah, melee attack increase it. You are not harmed by the splash. Everyone else is though, dude.
Oh, okay.
So and it actually increases from 1 to 2. So Ketrin, Zenny, and the giant take 2 fire damage. All right.
Okay.
Sweet. Anything else?
Well, that's it.
All right.
Actually, 3 splash because it's a level 3 spell now. Not...
Oh shit. Okay. All right. That sounds dope as hell. It was a lot of. Oh my god.
So that's a splash.
Cool. Oh, I see. You're doing your coding that you learned how to do. Got it. All right. All right. So everybody takes 3 points of fire damage. Ketrin, Zenny, and the Giants. All right. Anything else from Stack?
Well, that's it.
All right. Hell yeah. Play passes to Untidy. Untidy is just scared in the dark, guarding this gate. Strong turn. Zenny, to you.
Well, I've learned that the giant has a reactive strike, but we've also seen it use it just now, so I'll stand up.
Wait, actually, hold on. I'm gonna have this one start moving towards the sounds of fighting down below. So I'll just have it stride 3 times. So Bella, you see it turn the corner.
So, over
There you go.
here,
Oh dear.
there's this tile. It's like mostly coded in, shaded in, I mean. Is that legal ground?
Yeah, that's fine. That'll count as wall.
And I'll Doctor Visitation over here and heal myself.
All right. But how are you getting past this guy on the
10
wall?
feet above me.
Oh, right. Sorry, yeah, they're flying. Okay. Oh, right, because you stopped their dive bomb. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and that's 2 actions. And only still within my reach because of whip, so I'll whip
Okay.
and miss. But still good turn.
All right. Play passes to Bellinora, fighting her own battle down there.
Which just got bigger. I wasn't confident before, but now, oh boy. I'm gonna start my turn with a stride.
Okay.
I don't think that these things will attack me. You can tell me otherwise.
You seems fine.
Okay. Well, now they can't take 3 attacks on me each. And then from here, I'm gonna start unloading. But it starts with, he's already targeted, a lightning bottle. Oof. Hero
Okay.
point.
Yeah, I mean we are getting close to the end.
There we go.
All right, that's gonna hit.
Damage.
Oh, max damage. All right, he is fried.
Fuck yeah, let's go. Okay. Then with that,
He is
I'm
fried
going
even if he had his reaction to avoid that damage. So
joyous.
Yep.
I'm going to follow up at map on the one next to me,
okay.
and I'm just gonna use a dread ampule again. Keep him
Okay.
afraid. And I press this button for map. Yeah, I can.
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
All
that
right.
looks good. And that's a hit.
Okay. Give
I
us some
assume he
damage.
will use a reaction for this, but
Yes.
11 damage, and he's afraid. I re-up his fear to 1 again.
All right. He will give himself resistance to mental. Take some damage and be frightened 1. All right,
And
beautiful.
That's my 3 actions, and yeah, that's it.
All right. Let's see. Gabby Hyena is just overstimulated at this point, but there was like a big burst of electricity, so it's going to be overstimulated over here.
Yep.
Actually, and then you know what? It's third action. It is going to eat. He's going to steal the food. He's going to steal the food from the fire. Not every pet handles combat the same. You know what I'm saying? We all react differently. This one, though, it's got a lot to say. So it's just the critically failed. It can't intimidate you. It can't intimidate Stack. Ketrin, get ready for the meowling Bjorks. You don't speak hyena? Here we go. Oh! No, okay. Realizing that this sucks and that another hyena got electrocuted, this one's gonna run over here. And then it sees that one stealing the food, so it's gonna run over to there. All right, that's their turn. Going into the next round, Impassioned is up. All right, he is starting 10 feet above people, but he's learned his lesson. He's not going to try and use stuns any. What the fuck? So he's going to use it on Stack.
Still moving from within
Oh
the
wait,
reach.
but he's also in the aura here too. Oh, he is still moving out of your reach. Yeah, that's true. All right, so let me roll his fort
missed.
save first. Okay, and then you rolled that. So the DC on this Stack, your level 6. That sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your DC, I should have this chart memorized by now. It's 22. All right, so it's gonna make a fort save 22. Let's see. It's got a decent chance of making this. Oh wow, he crushes it. Okay, so he's not affected by it, and then he will dive bomb Stack over here. Alright, so Stack, here come 2 attacks for you, scimitar based. 1. And, ooh, 2.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Okay.
I'm
yeah.
gonna champion's reaction it.
Okay.
To give him. Where's my champion's reaction? There it is. Well,
Alright.
okay, that didn't give me the thing. This one, it's this one.
Refer to more information on this next.
Yeah. Enemy damages an ally, both within 15 feet. You protect your ally and strike your foe. He's out of reach for a strike, I think,
But I have my gun loaded.
Oh, your gun loaded. Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Same melee strike.
No, I have a feat
You have a cool
called Range
thing.
Reprisal.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Okay, so you fire at this guy. Nice. Wait, you can't use elemental ammunition in the gun without activating it. You don't want to accidentally...
Oh, that's so stupid. Okay,
I know.
Right.
You're telling
Yeah.
me.
I'm sorry.
Give me regular
Okay.
bullets.
Well, it wasn't loaded with regular bullets.
Oh,
but-
no! Okay. Then I guess you can't strike it, unfortunately. If you didn't have it
sorry,
loaded...
Stack.
Alright, that's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Stack still
He
gets
still
resistance.
gets, he still
8.
gets resistance.
Alright, so let's add this damage up. We got critical, and then we've got regular damage.
Oh, that's a lot.
For a grand total of 42, minus 8. 42 minus 8.
So 36.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
No, 34.
34.
That sounds
30.
even better. Alright, so 34 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
Oh man, still standing. Hell yeah. Alright, that play will pass to Materialistic. Alright, Materialistic sees this spooky ghost lady, but he sees this guy and he says, something in Sphinx, and the other one says, yeah, and then he laughs. And he's
I understand
going...
Sphinx.
Oh, really? Okay. He says, should I just shove him over the edge and watch his body break on the sandstone as he goes down? And the other one says, well, mechanically, it would be better to true strike him, but it'd be some real lulls to watch him roll down the hill. And the other one says, let's do it for the lulls.
That's mighty rude.
No, and like people who are speaking another language that they don't think you can understand, when you speak, they look so called out. They're just like, oh no. All right, so they're gonna try and push you for the lulls, and push. Shove's what it's called. There we go.
10 feet.
Holy shit! So
Oh,
you wouldn't be able to grab 10 feet. You wouldn't be able to grab a ledge. Well, you could start grabbing a ledge on your way down, but you certainly couldn't grab this ledge.
Yeet.
All right. Yeah. So he'll yeet you out there. Wow.
I'll use my reaction to grab Stack, but then
you just used your reaction.
I
remember?
know, and I just he passed through me. It was so sad.
Oh no! You reached out for him and it just goes woof, and through your hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Stack,
Yeah.
as you are flying down the hillside, it is a bumpy ride, so there would be another ledge at some point. You could try to grab a ledge if you want.
Okay, what is the
It's your-
grab ledge?
It's gonna be against.
Acrobatics or
It's good.
reflex or
I'm
something?
gonna make it against the shove itself, though. So it's gonna be a 31
Oh,
because you're
what?
kind of tumbling through the air here.
It's a reflex, right?
It's your choice of acrobatics or reflex save.
Yep. DC 31, acrobatics or reflex save.
All right, I'll use my reflex.
Oh no.
Wait, I will
You rolled
use
it as
my.
if you had
I will use my.
fallen.
I'll use my cat's luck to reroll that one.
Okay.
Still a crit fail. No, it's not. It's not. Sorry.
It's not a crit failure. It's a failure. Okay, so you just keep falling. All right, so you take 30 points of damage and land prone on the bottom of this ravine.
I'll come for you next round. If I'm still up.
All right. They both cheer, and the giant says in the common tongue, "What did I miss?" And then they shout, "We pushed him off the wall!" And he goes, and that's one action from this dude. He looks at you, Ketrin. He's not sure he can push you. He is going to.
I feel like
try
if I can't push people, they can't push me.
Yeah. So he's just gonna try to attack you. All right. So
Equity.
this is gonna be a paired strike at map -5. So it'll make 2 strikes at you at -5. The attack does have forceful, magical, and sweep for what it's worth. Weapon becomes more dangerous when you attack with it more than once in a turn. The second attack adds a circumstance bonus to damage. Wow, I've never actually read this. These guys actually hit harder than normal? Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, that's awful. With their
Oh
move.
my god! Hold on. The second attack gains a circumstance bonus to damage equal to the number of weapon damage dice, and each subsequent attack gains a circumstance bonus equal to double the number of weapon damage dice. So if they attack a third time and hit with that third attack, it does even more damage. Oh my god. Alright. Well, here we go. Map 10. And that's going to miss. And then... miss. Alright, so he goes to stab through you, but you hold up your ghostly shield, and it deflects / slows the attack. Alright. Play passes to the giant. Alright, the giant sees this ghost. Doesn't like ghosts too much. It sees Zenny like tantalizingly on the edge here. He's gonna assume that you can't hit the ghost because this guy was slashing it, and she couldn't grab her friend. It's just a ghost. So it is going to step to here. And then what do you got, son? Zenny, you're still too high up. I want an explosive headbutt you. Alright, fine. I'm just gonna swing his fist. And then swing his fist again.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's damage from fist, and then damage from fist. Alright, so 18 and 16 bludgeoning, and that is the giant's turn. It has its reaction back. And then play passes to Jockey over here. It is going to fly up and behind the dragon. And I think at this point the dragon should probably consider trying to slow or petrify some other people besides the shaman, because like this shit just ain't working. But the shaman would make such a dope statue. I mean, look at this thing.
That is true.
Yeah. All right. You know what? The creative genius can't be stopped even by rational thought. All right.
Do it for the bridge.
That's right. Do it for her, and it pulls out a drawing of the bridge and tucks it back into its back. All right. So it's gonna use Twin Strike on the dragon. Here we go. 1 and 2. We got a miss and a critical miss. Wow. All right. Play passes to Walter.
All right,
Taking time to get used to that.
gonna spend
Yeah, right.
1 Pac-Man to get up from prone.
All right.
I can see them kinda on the ridge, right? From where they pushed me.
Oh yeah, sorry, you'd be down. Let me change your height to 40. No. Whatever your miniature can see is what you can see.
Well, that's
So when you select your mini, you just kind of look around.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, that sucks. I guess.
I mean, there is a passage here in the.
Yeah. I'm gonna be moving after this, but
Oh, okay.
I see this one marauder that's near the shaman, so I guess I'm gonna take a shot at them.
Oh, this one up here. Okay. That's gonna hit.
23. Very little.
All right. It doesn't have its reaction back yet, so it just takes the damage. As it does, it's gonna burst pustules everywhere. Spellscar is she's 15 feet tall, and so she's within 5, or she's 5 away. No, she's not adjacent, so she would not take the damage. Okay, and then.
All right, and then I'm going to spend an action to running reload. I want to move, or my height was kind of adjusted. I guess move south towards the area where there's actually like light where I can see.
Okay.
So I have a movement of 30.
All right, I'll move you real quick. 15, 30 would get you there, and you do see some light up ahead.
Okay. All right, that's it for me.
All right. Play passes to Skittish Spellscar. Down on the ground. Watched his friend get nuked, but Hyena coming to help. So Bella is going to use a step action to just step towards you. Gonna target you. Is gonna do twin strike.
Have at it.
All right, first and second.
Okay. Ouch. Double ouch.
Okay, if that they had not been frightened, the second one would have been a critical hit. Just so you know.
Okay. All right. I'll take it. I really needed that. I was at exactly half health. So.
All right, 26 points of damage from that single strike.
Not doing good.
All right,
Hopefully
still
that hyena
standing.
can't-
Hell yeah!
Hope that hyena can't take me down this turn.
What a way to go though, if that was the case. Sniffly is up. Sniffly is gonna help fight the dragon. It's gonna fly up and over to here. These guys would be at a height of 65. And gonna try to twin strike that dragon. Here we go. 1 and 2. Alright, 1 miss, 1 hit. For 14 points of dragon. 14 points of dragon.
Dragon.
The dragon is very injured. It lets out a roar of pain that, Stack, even as you lay dying, you hear it, and your weakness for dragons, it pierces your heart.
Oh.
Such a majestic creature, letting out a cry of sorrow and pain. Alright, play passes to the Spellscar Shaman. It lets out a magnificent roar, and then it is going to fly with its flight speed up.
Is it getting glanced?
Oh, by this loud. Oh yeah, you're right. Glance. Yeah. Dragon is going to petrifying glance. This could be it. All it has to do is fail this fucking save. Here we go.
Ah.
Ugh.
I like 2, right?
Yeah, I failed by 2. Yep. All right, it flies up, and let's see. 2 sizes larger, or is it 3 sizes larger? I can't even remember. In this system, I think it have to be 3. Yeah, I think you have to be 3 sizes larger to be in the same space.
I
As
thought it
another
was
creature.
2. I thought I could go through a big.
Yeah, okay. It'll just land here next to the dragon, and then it will target the dragon, and it will attack with its bite.
That is going to miss by 1.
3 sizes.
Yep, so 3 sizes in the system, 2 sizes in 5e. Alright. It's got 1 action left. Pissed off that it missed again with this jaw attack. It will slash at map. That will hit. And the dragon will take 17 points of damage. And is now bloodied. Alright,
Oh.
play passes. Oh.
Oh, no, I think
Play
it's
passes
fine.
to the dragon. Damn. Okay. Let's see. Dragon's turn. Let's see. How long? Oh my god. It's not going to have its breath weapon back this fight. That's for sure. Let's see. Savage Jaws. It deals. The Dragonless makes a single strike with its jaws. If it hits, it deals 4d12 plus 14 damage. This counts as 2 attacks for its map penalty. Oh. That's a good attack. Okay. Let's see. Or it could try and petrify it, but it just doesn't seem to be landing these. I think by now it's probably gonna give up on its dream. All right, fair enough. In that case, it will try to intimidate the Spellscar Shaman. So here we go. Basic actions. Demoralize. Let's see. Right. Why is it not working? Hold on. All right. Oof. Yeah. This Spellscar Shaman, she leads this bandit troop. They've been through some shit. They kowtowed, or they browbeat a giant into serving them. She's not afraid of some lizard. And so the dragon will now attack with its jaws, savage jaws. All right, here we go. All right, that's going to be a hit instead of the normal damage for a dragon bite, which I believe is 2d12. It's going to roll 4d12 plus 14. So 32 points of damage. They will use their reaction to resist the slashing. It says it has versatile S. What does versatile S mean?
I can choose slashing or piercing, presumably.
Oh, so whatever it deals, it's still okay. So then in this case, it'll just do piercing, and then the Spellscar Shaman will burst its gross pustules everywhere and take some damage. Oh my god. Alright, so here we go. Thing. Got it. Alright. Alright, as it takes the damage, it is bloodied, but then pustules would explode everywhere. Let's see. Okay, so the dragon and this dude have to make saves against it. Okay, dragon crushes it, other guy succeeds, so he'll take a little bit of acid damage. 9. Alright, he will up his thing to be acid now. Alright, and damage. Oof, looking rough over there. Self-indulgent. Alright, let's see. That guy is running around doing stuff. The dragon's in bad shape. I think... yeah, he's going to fly over and attack the dragon. Alright, twin strike. Here we go. 1 and 2. Alright, both of those are going to miss. Ketrin, to you.
Okay, I am going to look this guy next to me in the eye while I do a very dramatic leap off of the wall.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
Because Ghost, right?
I'm trying to do a cool superhero landing, except I just kind of float down like a tissue.
Aw.
And
Okay.
I land next to Bella, and I doctor's visitation her.
Extremely
Nice.
cool. All right.
Nice.
There you go, Bella. Have 22 points of healing.
Thank you, Catelyn.
And then I will bonk this guy next to me, and then I will raise my shield.
All right. Sounds good. You bonk him. Oh, very nice. 15 points of damage. Here we go. He is past bloodied and does not poop out any acid or whatever.
Yeah.
And I believe he doesn't have his reaction.
No, because he used it to become
Yep.
resistant
Okay.
to my damage.
All right, beautiful. All right, that brings us to Wary. Okay, Wary sees this guy is still alive, but he's down on the ground, and the dragon is in bad shape, so it's going to fly over to attack the dragon. All right, so here we go. 1 and 2. All right, against the dragon, a 22 and a 23 do not get past its armor class. Play passes to Untidy. Untidy has rolled up on the scene, and it's bad. It's real bad, but it's got a really good speed, so it's going to run up with a 40-foot speed. And Bella, it's going to try to take you out. It does not benefit from pack tactics because... What?
I thought it was 50 feet away from me when in that stride.
What are you doing?
Never mind. Maybe I mismeasured.
Oh, it had its height set still. My bad. There you go. So...
Two stride.
It's right here. Yeah, so...
according to my thing, it says 50 feet away, but maybe it's not measured. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I'm moving the
it moves
ruler.
I trust
40
you.
feet.
I trust you. When I hover over it, it says it's 50. Oh, that's because it
Because
has
the
a height.
last diagonal is counting for a double one, so it
That
is
makes
50
sense.
feet away, but with 40 feet of movement, it ends up 5 feet away.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
I trust you. I'm sorry.
All right, so no worries. It runs up, and then it's going to use... let's see... The last action was a successful strike that knocks enemy down. Okay, so it's going to use Jaws, which have knockdown built in. So here we go.
Damn it. Okay.
All right.
And I'm going to block it.
Nice. Okay. And then you are close... not close enough to... Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different thing. I use it. I don't get to attack it.
So on a round where you have one action that you don't need, couldn't you prime like the bullet for the fight? Question mark. As long as you spend an action to prime it, do you have to fire it immediately after priming these bullets? I don't know. I'll look
That's
into
a
it.
good question.
Yeah, because it seems like if you had a round where you're just like, what do I do? You
Or
can
the
prime-
end of your turn.
Oh, it's only until the end of your turn. Okay.
Damn.
All right. So then it tries to
8
bite
damage.
you for 8, and then you
What?
absorb all of it from catchment.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, the
do I
creature
still
then
get
tries
knocked
to
prone?
follow up with a knockdown. It gets to
Okay.
attempt to trip against you without map penalty. All right, I don't think it's got a good chance of success here, but it's going to try its best. Here we go. No,
Cool.
fails by 8. All right, and then play passes to Zenny.
So I'm not thrilled about where I am, but that's okay.
I mean, the fight, the real fight seems to have moved downstairs, but I mean, if you want.
So
Oh, that's
I'd have to move and then climb, which would be 2 actions. I'd have 1. Yeah. Okay, I will have to move to the edge here and then climb down a bit.
Okay,
But
since
I
you didn't
believe this
start
guy.
your turn in the emanation, you don't need to worry about it. But it is super loud. But yeah, he'll use his opportunity attack to try and strike.
Is it a particularly unpleasant emanation?
This is the loud noise. If you start there, you could become confused on a critical failure.
That's awful. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go here, but yeah, to do the attack.
Okay. Here we go.
Started within his reach either way, I believe. Oh no, what's the crit?
Woo! Missed by 9 on that crit. Here's the damage. A
Yeah.
gentle 13.
So I'll go here with my action, and then I'll climb down a bit.
Okay.
So I'll go here, and I guess I do a climb check to see how far down I can get.
Yep.
So I want to get like 10 feet down. So... Okay, I'll descend 10 feet.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Put you at 50. There you go.
It should be a massive pain in the ass for that giant.
And the giant, yeah, I mean, he'd have to climb the wall to get after you. So he cries out, "No!" In the common tongue.
I am a combat climber, so I don't get off guard while climbing.
Nice.
And as a free action, I can swap my whip for my chalice
Okay.
to then activate the chalice by drinking it
Nice.
without needing a second hand to do any of that. Because of thaumaturge stuff. So I'll drink from my chalice. I now no longer have a weapon out, which might be appealing for that marauder. That is, of course. Uh-huh.
Very nice. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Play
That's me.
passes to Bella.
I really wish my quick draw feat applied to potions as well, because I'm about to spend my entire action economy for a stride. Hopefully the hyena doesn't attack me.
Ooh, that's a great question. Level 1 hyena, do you have opportunity attack? No, he does not.
Okay.
Now watch as you go.
And
Snap
then
his
with
fingers.
the remainder of my action economy, I will pull out a lesser healing potion and give it to Stack. There you go, Stack. Click that and get yourself back up.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Anything else from Bellanora?
I think that's it. I'm gonna look at the ability real quick, but I'm pretty sure it only counts for bombs.
Right. I think because the bombs have the weapon tag and potions don't have a weapon tag.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Gabby Hyena, and they're just gonna keep eating the meat, as is self-effacing. They're having a great time, and then that will be the end of the round. We'll be going into round 5, but we are over time, so I apologize if you guys had something you had to rush off to, but we will end at the beginning of round 5. The current situation is Vulture is bloodied and isolated from the rest of the party. The dragon is bloodied and dealing with 5 assailants, one of which is still at full health, and one of which is the guy who robbed you in the first place. The leader of all of them, the Spellscar Shaman, in their flying tiger form, is finally bloodied and slowed 1. Oh, so it wouldn't have been able to get that that last attack on. My bad. I'm gonna refund the dragon some health. There we go. So the dragon is not bloodied yet. It's very injured. So if this thing fails a DC 26 reaction fort save, they're out of the fight, permanently turned to stone. But their fortitude save is a plus 16. So they'd have to roll, what, a 5 or less to fail that reaction. So it's
Possible.
and
but no.
it's possible. Yeah, it's unlikely, but it is possible. Over here, you got 2 dudes at height 60 on the wall. That means that they're all starting 10 feet above, I think, everybody in the party. So you will want to watch out for that raptor dive move. And then you got the giant here, who is pretty beast in melee, but with everybody not being around, he's going to be stuck for a few rounds trying to find targets to figure out what to do. Even his ranged attack has a limitation of 30 feet. Down below,
We've got Zenny hanging 50 feet above the desert floor, drinking Capri Sun, and then you've got Stack prone on the ground here. Bella has just given a potion. You've got an almost dead Spellscar assassin, and let's be honest, a irrelevant hyena down here. Okay, so with that, we'll end the session, and we will see what happens next week. Man.
You know, in
Okay.
retrospect, the waffle iron worth 2 gold.
Fuck you.
Again, this is about
God.
this is about the principle and the bag of holding,
The
which is 7.
principle of it. This is, no one robs us. All right. I love it. I love it. All right, I'll take you back to your dashboard.
You let one group of bandits rob you, then everyone else in the desert is just gonna be like, oh, these guys are just free game.
Should have a big issue if we ever went to the desert again.
Hey, word gets around somehow.
So, with that, we end our session that much closer to retrieving your stolen spacious pouch, and more than that, fixing your rep. You know what I'm saying? You don't want word to get out that you guys are easy marks. You want people to understand that you don't fuck around with you guys, the group of outlaws that still doesn't have a cool name. Whew. All right. So, quick announcements. Tonight, we're going to play some Vampire from 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, EDT, till 11. We haven't played in a hot minute. I'm hoping that I just hit the dice button and good things happen. Storyteller Scottrick will be in charge of that. It is a lot of fun. If you are curious what World of Darkness or a World of Darkness system is like, or you like contemporary fantasy, or you like vampires, it's a great group of people, and it's very roleplay heavy, and I'm very excited about playing that tonight. Tomorrow we've got Curse of Strahd Daybreak. If you are familiar with the campaign, they're heading to a place called the Amber Temple. I don't think that's much of a spoiler. So it's probably going to be pretty exciting. I don't know. Hopefully more exciting than last week, where they had like multiple random encounters with giants.
I thought that was pretty exciting.
It was a lot of giants, and they whooped the shit out of those giants, I gotta say. And then Sunday afternoons we normally play Dragonbane, but it does not look like a group got put together for tomorrow afternoon, so we will probably not play Dragonbane. And then we won't play Dragonbane for 2 more Sundays after that. So 2 sessions of Dragonbane, and we call it quits. Maybe it'll come back in 4 weeks. We will see. And then tomorrow night, the Chapter 9 Battle of Mitros has started for Mythic Odyssey. I'm as shocked as you are. So they are currently dealing with a lot. They showed up many days late for the war. So,
oh no.
So it's a whole situation over there. So if you want to see some high-level Greek-themed Dungeons & Dragons, that's what we're doing Sunday night. Monday, Sunset's coming back from a week off, and you guys can't watch that. Tuesday, we're going to play Strength of Thousands, but there won't be any Kingmaker prep because I got to work an evening event for my job. And then Thursday, Curse of Strahd Nightfall. If you wanted to see what a campaign is like when you work for Strahd, and that's what they're getting up to. If you want to see what Anti-Hero Group is up to, they're doing that on Thursday. Friday, we'll once again have vodcasts because the busy times are over. And then Saturday, we'll be back here. All right. Does anybody have any announcements before we adjourn?
So
I am
2
happy.
weeks.
Okay.
Dead.
Wow.
Many announcements. Let's go.
Oh no, I was just gonna comment. I'm happy for the Thursday group that they are able to find gainful employment in Bolivia. It's tough.
The economy is in shambles. That's
it's
for
tough
sure.
out there.
Yeah. All right, and then
Sorry, go
your
ahead,
announcement.
Oh yeah, it was 2 weeks from now. We got Tales from the Loop. I guess it'd be 2 weeks from today, actually, right?
Is it 2 weeks or is it 1 week?
Well, I thought we scheduled for the 15th. If it's the 8th, then I could do that too.
Oh yeah, I got us down for the 8th. Is that not?
Oh, okay, yeah. If you're free, if you scheduled yourself free on the 8th,
I think the 15th. Someone couldn't make it.
Oh, I thought I had it backwards then. Okay.
Yeah, I've got Dirk and Leah both confirming on the Google invite. I sent you the Google invite as well. So
Oh, okay.
okay. But yeah, it's gonna be so next Saturday afternoon.
Next Saturday, yeah, next Saturday, right after this. You could
Oh, hell
stay
yeah.
tuned and
I'm
play.
excited for that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Woo. Okay. Any other announcements? No. All right. Well, then I hope everybody has a wonderful Saturday. Enjoy yourselves. I may or may not sneak in some Fallout today. I don't know. I'm playing modded Fallout 4, and I went on a fucking journey last night. Let me tell you. Well, I won't tell you because it was pretty horrible. But yeah, if you want to see more horrible things, once again, I managed to install some of the worst mods ever, or at least in the hundreds of mods I installed, I found the worst content. But I might be doing that later. All right. Enjoy your day, and we'll continue this next week. Ciao.
All right, thanks for me. And thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.
See you guys.